wanna know. Cool Han, cool Han, rock your head to these beats like you were surfing. A Lego chat show to which we welcome all, talking shit, spitballing and busting your balls. We all love Star Wars, the uniting cause, but as long as you love Lego, it ain't breaking no laws. We got guests, clock talking random topics, leaks, rumors, hot takes like psychotropics, range rankings, and of course all the latest gossip. What's your wish list? What's it gonna take to cop? Let's do a roll call of our illustrious host, hailing stateside in UK, coast to coast. Padawan, the Don shuffles in, packing the cake, Austiff for Austiff while he making it shake. Maulsvengeance here to send us back to 99. Oaktown, always down, letting love light shine. From the Emerald Isle comes Slurpy ho-ho, pot of gold at the rainbow, stop motion maestro. West Country Whittakee, thespian by night. Monthly Boxabois try to guess it right. Cool Han with the plan, talks the head of the pay.
Yeah, fine. I can hear an echo.
Yeah, give us the music. You're live.
We can't hear hear the music now, yeah. Oh.
Come see what it's about.
Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music.
Red, what is up?
Sound good? Okay, so there is an echo.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, sorry.
We are live. And we are, guys, if you're watching, thanks for being here.
Hello.
We're working out some technical difficulties with our audio, so stay with us.
Yeah, right. Do spaghetti.
Can you do hand?
There's no echo now on my end. So that's yeah.
Hello.
No echo.
Hello.
Amy says there's no echo.
No echo.
Amazing.
No
Amazing.
echo. Hello there, and welcome to Cool Han Luke, episode 37. I'm your host, Cool Han Luke. To my right.
There's me, Slurpy.
And to my left.
Whittakee. Welcome, everyone.
And thanks for joining us. So, as per usual, guys, we've done absolutely zero planning. But as you all know, and the reason you all come, we're just going to flag it and make it up as we go along. So, guys, get your comments in the chat.
Yeah.
What I will say, guys, is that in terms of questions, you might have to kind of pump them out a couple of times just because we haven't got the usual setup. We can't all look at comments. The only person who kind of view them is Slurpy from the laptop, and you're going to look at some as well.
On my phone, yeah.
So it ain't going to be the normal setup, guys. So a couple of things I'll just say to start with, just to kind of call it setup expectation.
Yeah.
Is that we might not be able to do like the super chats, things like that. Might not be able to do any of the other clips we normally do.
Yeah. Oh, we do have the blockheads and all like that.
I
there.
know.
So,
I'm
yeah.
just worried about all of them come with audio. So,
Oh, right.
and the music was a bit of a pain. So we'll see how it goes. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. But what Matt Whittakey's going to do very shortly is read out the chat. So I encourage you, if you're watching, get a comment in. Shout you all out.
I can take you out, but I can't press it to go on the screen.
Yeah, so that's another thing. We might not be able to throw the comments at the bottom of the screen because it's not.
I won't miss anyone out.
It's not.
Nah.
But I know the Zoom isn't. We haven't got the full capacity like Dawn and ACOB have. They limited us. They clipped our wings a little bit. Although Mark, shout out to Brickworld Mark, who
this is class. Hey, this is really cool.
Accommodated this along with Sean and the guys. They accommodated us to be here on the stage just for you guys. We're looking out for the guys in the UK, but obviously a lot of you watching as well. I appreciate you guys. So, a couple of shout outs: Mark, Brickworld, the ACOB boys for helping to set this up. Ken from Brick Dynasty for being an absolute legend, and his amazing, beautiful wife, Tanya. Is Tanya here? No, she's done a 7-Eleven stop.
I'm trying to find me some glasses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, again, he's glasses. We're going to shout out the big man on campus. We'll always love Big Papa.
Oh, big.
Yeah, Papa Trippet's in the house, guys.
What is up?
He's sat here, front row seats.
Yo.
He's out there, and he's going to be sending up his representation, his beautiful, lovely friend representation, aka Wendy Tripp, to come up and chat with you guys a little bit in Papa Trips on it. And we've got a couple of goodies as well here.
Oh,
guys,
aye.
from Big Papa himself.
Yeah.
And I haven't opened it yet. So we're going to open this live on stream. So it's also an unboxing stream, believe it or not. We've got a couple of little bits to go through.
We also have to shout out. Did we shout out PNG?
Didn't, but he was my next. That's why his little bag is stepping in my hand right here. So shout out to PNG, who's just giving me his little sig fig. Like I said, we've got our wings clipped a bit. So this was they can zoom into this right now, but you'll just have to take my word for it that this is a class. And an extra shout out for PNG, because not only has he given me this and help us set up some of this audio equipment and everything else at very, very short notice, but he did it with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he helped me get my sig fig parts together. So if you guys haven't seen on Instagram, got the little Welsh tiles, like one of my little sig fig bags, and so nice shout out to you.
Yeah.
That'll go with my booty hole along with everything else, and we'll check it out.
Pause.
Booty. So yeah, again, guys can't see it, but in here, I got my stick fig in my little Brickworld case. Goes around your neck, and he's holding a Drago, aka the red dragon.
He's just speaking gibberish again. Like,
yeah, well, actually, if you guys can look down to the bottom of the screen, there is that scrolling thing. Just a sec.
what the?
Have you even updated that? Episode 31. episode 2. Well, anyway, if you look to the bottom of the screen, guys, you can see the only dragon above Lego dragons that counts, and he's just managed to get the one eye right here, peeking at you guys. We're representing at least the best part of the UK here with the Welsh dragon. So yeah, and of course we've got our Cool Han Luke thing. Shout out to Oaktown, who placed this perfectly center of screen.
Yeah.
Well done, Oaktown.
Amazing.
Oaktown, you're an absolute legend, but I don't ever learn to drive. So this is more like central, right?
Yeah, you do even more to your left.
We've got Blockhead.
Oh yeah, the man, the myth, the legend.
If you know, you know. And we got this, which I'm scared to touch because he's just by doing that little movement, I filed my fingers down to points.
He is rough as sandpaper. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up some kind of infection.
Yeah, no, his neck was always broken.
All right. Okay. That's like Whittakee's head this whole trip. It's on the wobble. So there we go. And guys, we have got one more announcement in case you haven't already heard. He hasn't been very well.
Yeah.
Really?
We just thought we'd let you know.
Not today.
Oh, what's up, Austiff?
Austiff.
Amazing.
Hang around. We will need you at some point.
Yeah.
So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to get at some point all of the hosts on the stage. If we do come back next year, I don't think we'll put them all on the screen. So we announce.
I think we were inviting everyone we meet.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll be 7 billion ghosts next year.
Yeah, if you've got 2 legs, 2 eyes, and you're not unwell all the time, you can be a host.
I think when Cool Han goes up to them, he's just like, Cool Han welcomes people like, oh, what's your name? Oh, damn, I don't care. Don't want to be a co-host.
Right. So anyway, let's press.
Sorry.
Shout outs.
Well,
I can think of one.
Yeah.
Amy.
yeah, Amy Schultz.
Amy, are you gonna quickly pop your head on camera now? We'll get you sat down for a chat. Just a quick hello to the guys now. Yeah. Come on. So anybody who knows of Amy Schultz, and if you don't know, where the hell have you been all your life? But she's gonna enter stage. Right. So this is Amy, everybody. Just talk in this general direction. Any shout outs you want to give?
To Nick, his first time being here.
Oh, yeah.
Next, Amy's son, yeah. Anyone else?
No.
One's enough.
Amy will be back shortly for the first ever female what do you want? Guest?
Co-host, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
co-host.
Co-host. So the first ever female guest on Cool Han Luke.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And that's not for the want of trying, but at least we've saved the right person. So
Oh, hell yeah.
thank you very much. Deb's in the chat for Amy and any other shout outs you've given. So thanks, Amy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the root beer's been flowing, guys.
Thank you, Amy.
For anybody who doesn't know, the three of us here sharing a room at the Rennie, and none of us drink. So instead, we've just been plying ourselves with Dr. Pepper, and
root beer, AW root beer or whatever.
beer. And yeah.
Ouch.
So shout out to the guys out there at the moment. We've shouted out Papa Trip, we shouted out Wendy, we shouted out Amy, we shouted out Austiff, the big man Oaktown in the house.
Yeah, what's up,
The
Oaktown?
afro is in full effect as well.
Yeah.
So he made sure he took that up. We'll get to the chat in a minute. We'll get to chat in a minute. But there is one more person out there. Smokey!
What's up, Smokey?
Shout out to Smokey. Do you want to do a quick head pop in? No? You're going to come on later, right? Smokey.
You sure?
That's okay. We'll give you a big round of applause.
We're going to, everybody who wants Smokey to show on the screen, come and say a quick hello, even if it's a pop in, comments in the chat.
Yeah.
I need to take my glasses off and show the eyes. 30 seconds.
What's up, Paul?
Okay.
30 seconds. We've got 30 seconds of Smokey.
That's quite a long time, mate.
Right. Ready? We've got 30 seconds. Time it.
Done. There you go.
Smokey,
What's up, Smokey?
in this general area or that general area, whatever you want to do? Got any shout outs you want to do?
No, this has been a great week, and I am for all to come and visit it for themselves.
Absolutely, 100%. So where you coming from?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. And did you enjoy your breakfast?
Yeah. Did you enjoy yours?
Yes.
I couldn't finish it, but it was a delicious breakfast.
Yeah.
I think the most exciting thing about that breakfast was trying to work out how to pay. And all those dollars flying around the table like we were at a trip joint. It was amazing. So,
I mean, blame me. I was the one that took out cash.
well, no did I as it happened. So,
That was all planned.
yeah.
Wow.
I added an extra couple of dollars onto everybody to cover mine.
I
They didn't know it.
Going Slurpy on that one.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, we'll blame that for everything else. So you gotta take.
Why would he be leave? He didn't take any cash. What a-
Okay, so then we will blame Martin then. Okay, that's
I
just
mean, I feel fine.
Just shift the blame.
yeah. Hyde was in fairness though. He was the one doing all the work out, and obviously
Yeah.
explanation as well. So shout out to Hyde.
Oh, it's been
Hyde
great.
is going to pop on here soon, guys. We went to breakfast this morning. He's going to show off his lightsaber. So
I just want to.
that's not a euphemism.
Yeah.
He is going to show off his lightsaber. So
Yeah, we've also both got one, but
yeah. Smoke. How did that go?
What?
Was that painful? That 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very painful.
Okay, so we're going to twist your arm to get you back on later, hopefully, for a bit more. Tell us a little bit about Brickworld, all that kind of
You
stuff.
might
right?
have your first step on screen too.
The first step. Don't do that to Martin.
Yeah.
fine.
No, it'll be me, not you.
Yeah,
Come
no.
now.
Oh, she died on
Anytime you get
stage.
to bully me, he's in
We appreciate you, Smokes. We'll get you back
Thank you for having me.
there. You.
Right.
If he's in a touch of smoking.
So we're going to rotate around some guests. We're going to rotate around the host. So Austiff, Padawan, Maul, Oaktown, they're all going to be making some appearances at some point during the show. But there is one more thing while on the subject of host. I kept this quite close to my chest. Because Slurpy reminded me of how frivolous I am with adding people to. And what he doesn't realize is the reason I had more people is purely because eventually I want to be in a position where I don't have to do anything. I can delegate the whole show out. But
You'll be on membership.
no. Eventually I can retire and just rake in the coins. But,
See that? Hey?
Oh, we'll just rename it then.
See, you can tell he's a manager. Like, just get everyone else to fucking do the work. You know.
It's gone, sir.
Exactly.
Collect those 5% dividends at the end of the year. You know.
It's in the blood. So what have we got in store for you tonight, guys? So what are you talking about? Right. So an announcement.
Can I just say something? I know the chat's probably listening, but do they think we look like camp counselors? Like,
Yeah, we
No,
do
we're
kind of
like-
look.
professional crew.
look, we're going to take the kids for like a.
And wait, it's Friday the 13th, so we're camp. Friday the 13th, what's the next camp?
Don't know.
Camp Silver Lake or something like that, right?
Good man.
Anybody Friday the 13th fans? Nobody?
Uh,
Oh, that's falling flat. Chat, let us know. Friday the 13th, what's the name of the Camp Silver Lake or something like that?
Yeah, something.
We look like we work there. So,
Are we able to turn the camera, like spin it around, just to get a view of?
no, it's
Slow.
controlled separate.
We can't even move the tripod.
I wouldn't.
I just want to shoot like this place is kind of buzzing.
Well, we're gonna go.
All right.
But anyway, so we are an additional host to the streams, and hopefully that guy is in the chat. But if he's not, welcome Nimble Saucepan to the host. To the host crew. Nimble, are you out there? Give us a shout, mate.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but it's official.
Anyway, so
No, so the reason we didn't say anything before purely was because I wanted the efficiency for all the hosts.
Yeah.
At Brickworld, which we have, right? But as of tomorrow, Nimble Saucepan is going to be a host as well. And then
Nice. The contract's in the post, like.
what we should have got is to get
yeah, we need a Scot. We need a Scot. No, we need a Scotsman at some point, but we'll get there.
Oh my god.
But like, so what we're going to talk about? So we've got around about 3 p.m. our time, which is in like what, an hour and a half?
An hour and 40.
An hour and 40 minutes. The ACOB are going to be doing their drop. What's the name of the set?
Boxabois 2 or whatever. The Brickworld.
The live in concert.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
From last year, like.
Featuring Duck Bricks, and so they're going to be doing that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to send out a couple of boys, most likely Austiff, most likely Padawan. They're going to somehow go remotely in the show, and we should be able to see them on screen as well as us, like we normally do. They're going to report live from the show.
Yeah.
From the live stream, right? So that's the plan. Stick with us, though.
Yeah.
It might not work, but we're going to give it a try. And yeah, so they're going to report live from there. They're also going to be doing some reporting from round, some mocks and that kind of thing at some point during the show. So I don't know who wants to do that. And we're going to cycle out the hosts as well. There, but give us all a bit of a break. So, but yeah, generally, we're just going to try and pull people in from the crowd, have a little chat with them, talk about their Brickworld experience, what they've seen, promote Brickworld. Mark is going to come on at some point later on, hopefully.
Yeah, at this time, yeah.
Anybody who's kind of walking by, if you're at Brickworld, you've never heard of us before, you've stumbled upon it, come on down and we'll try and get you to come on the show. Have a quick hello. How you doing? Where are you from? Favorite part about the revolving door will pick you back up. Something like that. Like we've got a lot of people who probably want to pop on. So
yeah,
we're going to revolve around and rotate around. But that's basically it.
I just want to say we're like we finally have met in person. Mm-hmm. We're at Brickworld. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You know?
And it went down like a proverbial lead balloon as well.
We could just spend this whole thing talking about non-Brickworld stuff that's happened. You know, all the shenanigans, like all the slacking off.
Yeah.
Who cares about Lego?
I know that we're quite well known on this stream for mercilessly bullying. But one person in particular has been at the receiving end of that the entire trip. So I have to apologize.
Yeah.
Garrett, you really have taken it like a trooper this whole trip. So thank you very much. No, I'm joking. It was Whittakee. Whittakee is even then he did it. So but yeah. So,
Whittakee couldn't catch a break. Like every time he blinked, it was just he was getting.
He's taking it from every angle, literally and figuratively. So.
But he's taking it in good stride too. You know, good crack. Like that's what it's about. It's about good crack. Which I've tried to explain to Americans what's good crack, and they kind of whoops.
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more shout out we've got. Another handsome, very surprisingly tall gentleman. Brick by brick together, a.k.a. Garrett. When I met him from the airport, and before you ask, no, he didn't bring his cock. But he did bring a very, very almost porn looking moustache.
Yeah,
but he pulls her off really well. So well done, Garrett. Appreciate it, mate. And he also sold me the Bounty Hunter Pursuit for a very reasonable price. And he also gifted me a Lego set when we went to the Lego, which is great of him. So we're going to get him on something today as well. So how are we sounding, guys? Is anybody out there actually listening or just watching us talking to mics?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I can't hear anything, so I don't know what.
Yeah, so the guys here can't actually hear anything because obviously.
It was good. Nice.
Okay. So
Nimble said, "Bet Garrett's missing being away from." Aye, man.
Fair play to you.
Do you want me to get the call in?
Yeah, let's start off the chat.
You're able to pop them up.
No, I can't.
Yeah, let him read them. You pop them up, right?
Oh, that's going to be a bit difficult to maneuver.
Yeah, well, this is it. We can do
Well,
it.
you don't have to pop them up, but I obviously can hear, so you can let me know when the music's going and put up the banner.
Should we try music or like
Well, you don't have to.
What's just going to happen? This is not going to work.
right?
But, yeah, before we go, just like to apologise. I'll try my best.
Like I can't tell if there's any music playing. So
Are you ready for the?
right, we'll start from the beginning. Go ahead.
I'm there, right, begin. I'll start off with right. So,
Yo.
Let the Cool Han. So first of all, we got Nimble Saucepan. Let's up and go. Friday Night Fever.
What's up, Nims?
Ultra Brick. Evening, lads.
Ultra.
Obviously, Ultra Brick. The #1 fan.
Yeah, there's Mugsy.
Mugsy.
Oh hell yeah, man! Hope the shirt looks good, bro.
Running late. Should be there soon. All same thing. We got there.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey.
Mike's going to be showing
Mike.
soon.
We have Mrs. Papa Trip.
What's up?
Looking good, gentlemen. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
What's up?
Paddy the favorite dog.
Yeah. What's up, Paddy?
Ready. Thank you.
Shreddy.
Oh, Shreddy's in
Okay.
Yeah, Shreddy's in chat.
Shreddy's in the chat.
Shreddy.
Shreddy, Austiff's real. Like, look at him. What are we doing here?
Listen to me, Shred. You got to get your next job.
We have Amy.
What's up, Amy?
Amy has popped up earlier. Great to see Amy. We have Padawan. I'm dying at the moment.
Yeah, he's pretty stocious. Yeah, he's pretty airlocked up in that room. Oh my days.
That room is.
We have a big shot. We have Papa Trip.
Yeah.
Papa Trip.
Papa
I see
Trip.
him.
Why is
Flesh.
Slurpy not wearing pants?
He from here.
Got Holder 66. Thank you.
Well, Holder.
Kirsty.
What's up, Kirsty?
Martin's better half. Not
Oh, yeah.
how you got up with it, by the way.
What a mess, huh?
Moving on. Where am I? Right, we have Smoke and Smoke.
Yep.
Came up earlier.
Smoky.
What's up? Okay.
We have Oaktown. Oaktown, maybe up.
Oaktown.
We've got Angie C.
Yeah, I know who she is. What's up, Angie?
Oaktown, see we've got any new ones here. That might be it.
No, we've got not. Motley.
Yeah, right.
How can we forget about Motley?
Yeah. Big
Oh,
to the
man.
legends in the chat. Thank you,
Yeah.
Motley. Thank you very much. Going back now. Oh, we've had Papa Rex.
Yeah.
Papa Rex is in here?
It's in the chat.
He's around somewhere.
Yeah, he'll be popping in soon.
And let me see. Shreddy Rex.
Oh, I think he can. He's in there.
Pocket Master.
Pocket Master. I did see him earlier.
Hey, everyone. What's up, Tyler?
I've never seen so much of the chat. This is why it's taking me longer.
Yeah.
Blimey.
I think that's it. Like,
So welcome to the show, everyone, and of course, if I spot you, I will give you a shout out as you read.
As you should.
yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I just snuck in here. What's going on?
Yeah, brilliant. Did one at the beginning that we might discuss as well.
Yeah.
It's over my expectations. I love it now. Everyone's so friendly, so helpful. Apart from
Oh, yeah. Everyone's, it's really weird, like,
well, he's not young.
oh, yeah, you got to. But the one thing I will say
he's off now.
is, like, that's kind of, like, really trippy.
What is? Sorry.
The fact is, like, what, we spent the last 2 years all knowing each other through a little rectangle.
I know.
And now it's like, whoa, you guys are all full size. Like,
I mean,
this is
we're
full
actually
size.
doing. Yeah.
I find that somebody's quite a while.
Mhm.
Then they're sitting there and you suddenly think, oh, I've been chatting from the chat
For years.
Whoa!
But
If you can get to come here, it is
It's amazing. Like the thing is like it's not it wasn't weird meeting anyone either. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he had been talking to everyone for so long. Speaking to people who we didn't really know, like, oh man, maybe I've seen them as a guest or a content creator.
Yeah.
But like, I was no speaking off stuff, like, you know, fuck.
I
Here's
guess
this.
me, when I first came in, I wasn't talking streaming. But within like the next thing, I'm just going up and down saying, oh yeah, you know, I like what they said. Once you're in here, everyone is here for Lego, everyone's the same. And yeah, it's just built like my confidence anyway, just going up to people and like I said, no one's ever rude or ever friendly.
Oh, sure.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I agree fully. The coolest thing too is like, you know, what we've all been so long now.
Yeah.
Like, but yet now we're, you know, you get to peel back the curtain here a little bit. It's, you know, like the late nights, you know, you're not talking about Lego anymore. You're talking about like
The real
lore.
shit, like, yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
That's the thing I didn't expect. That like, I thought, oh man, everyone's gonna go to bed. So, everyone's gonna go to bed at like midnight and stuff like that, and wake up at 10 a.m. No, man, we were not going to bed till 3 a.m. Waking up at 8.
I've been getting, you know, completely destroyed every night, you know.
Welcome back. I don't think what. Because actually, it's not. I think I have early and it's not fun.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, I went to my shop at 3:30.
Okay.
And by 8 o'clock, I was wide awake. So, went out and said, oh, I will let everyone know. I think this morning, us from the Brits, I think we brought our weather. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
it's
never
gonna be.
seen so much.
I mean,
2
what?
days ago,
It's weird because like I thought the same thing. Like, did I bring the Ohio weather with me? Because when I left for the last month straight, it was raining every single day. We're in May. You know, we're supposed to have the April showers or the May flowers.
Oh, it's pretty. It's I don't know, like, because the weather was really good on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yesterday it started to turn a little bit, like.
yesterday was quite cold. Yesterday was gorgeous. But funny enough, when I went outside this morning, I like, and it's pouring rain.
Oh, what's explain? I'm sorry, guys.
Right. So as I was saying, so it's pouring down rain, but it's still warm. I'm still finding the shorts and stuff, and I do feel cold. I was hoping it to be a bit more. I don't know what the weather can be.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because at the end of the day, it's stayed empty. That's our summer.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But like I said, we struggle. We get a week's summer, and everyone starts constantly going in. And then they moan the rest of the year.
Yep. That's how it goes.
But your second year, isn't it? Maybe like the first time you came here.
I would say there's no really major difference other than the part like, you know, for me, you know, is for the second year is a lot more responsibility going in.
Yeah.
Helping out with brick rips, you know, making sure everything I did with that was way. And just, you know, picking up like more people last year. It's just a lot more planning had to go into it.
When's it started though? Has it started already? Brick rips, or is it tomorrow?
I think tomorrow. Don't quote me though. Brent,
you and Cook, I think Cook was saying he's unofficial.
I'm not.
He's like, oh man, I'm roped into this. I had no say or whatever. Like,
I'm just the designer for like one or two things, so I'm not sure where I'm at in it. So I'm just like waiting for the, you know, if they need help, I'll be there to help. But
no, man, I can't wait. I'm not really like, I'm not super into the cards, but huh? I'm looking at the chat too.
To look at the camera, but they, but the only problem is I can't hear them. I don't know if they're talking to me.
What was I doing?
But you two need to talk louder then, so I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Especially when I'm talking to Austiff. he's good. Yeah.
This is real life tactics. You know what I mean? Like,
Better find
you
some
should
headphones,
never
but-
skip it.
Why?
He never left. You know what I mean? Like,
He's been like this.
hey, but,
Thank you, Jedi Master Bricks.
hey,
Very
but no,
obliged.
Oh, look, we've got lighting. We've got people to do this.
Oh, wow.
oh,
Those are bright.
Right, yeah.
I look
I've
here.
got to keep looking at the camera.
Yes, just stare at the camera intensely. Like,
So when I'm interviewing you now, Austiff, I can't look at you.
oh, you're interviewing me. Okay.
I can't hear you. That's probably very well.
This is weird beyond the receiving of it.
yeah.
What I do is I let you in on the chat.
Well, we have the special birthday message for because yesterday was Austiff's birthday.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Was that?
it was your birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Brickworld of all days. Like,
Happy birthday yesterday.
Oh,
man,
thank you.
happy birthday, man.
100 year older. 100 years.
How did you celebrate?
What's that?
How did you celebrate?
Oh man. So I guess are we going through like from like wake up sundown? Like what are we doing?
Well, I wake up to sundown's 23 hours, isn't it?
Yep.
You didn't sleep like.
No, so I woke up, it was a pretty chill day.
Yeah.
As birthday should be. I didn't have a whole lot of responsibility. I was just chilling with the boys, helping them get their, Kennedy, Cole and Luke, doing some tuck tails. It was, yeah. And so I was, they were like, hey, we need some hands.
Yeah.
We're running a little bit behind schedule. So we were just knocking out, like, they're still doing some decals and the finishing touches on it. But I was helping them do some rebling, some recolor stuff, a little bit, being kind of like a tool for them.
Yeah, no, any helping hands. Was it Luke as well?
Yeah.
I seen it. I know he was not to put him on blast, but I think he was still kind of last time I was speaking to him, they said and stuff.
Yeah, he still is. Yep.
But no, it's that's what it's about. Like it's just you don't it's not planning none of it. You're just oh man, I'm going to help someone.
Yeah.
Stick a couple of corners down or maybe a couple of tables or something like that.
Sure, because it's like next year I'm bringing 2 pretty big size builds.
Yeah.
And I know they would be the first ones in line to help me out with everything if I
Oh,
needed.
of course.
So just paying that forward, expect nothing in return, but besides just helping the bros,
Because you have it, like that's the thing, man. I was so excited to get the simple man apartment. Like
Oh yeah,
you me the details that I'm like I never even like you only get to see the closet for 10 seconds and it's like oh
So the funny thing with that is, I'm not sure if any of you guys know the Star Wars architecture books.
yeah, I've heard of them.
So there's maybe like 7 or 8 pages just dedicated to Jango's apartment. So like through the walls and stuff, there's actually tunnels. Like there's all these different so there's all these secret doorways in there.
Yeah.
Additional armor pieces. He has an entire like Mandalorian armory. So it's like I had to be really kind of like selective. But I wanted to stay true to my favorite Star Wars film, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
So I kept replaying that segment of like re-see the closet, like a 2-second window. But if you just do it by frame, that's what I'm doing when you're able to kind of because there's actually a chrome astromech droid head on the opposite side that you see in the reflection of Jango's helmet.
like that's a shit that like again I can know that too when you go by frame and like stuff. It's like no one's ever going to see this.
Yeah.
Unless you're like die hard.
Yep.
You showed me the I didn't see it, but you cut like you can see his antenna in the film.
Yeah, you can.
You cut an actual antenna.
Yeah, I had to cut
stick it under like
I had to cut it. I went through like 4 or 5 of them because every time I got a ruler, I swear I did it too small. But yeah, I understand the proper measurement. I'm like, we're gonna eyeball this here.
Yeah. I'm going to recycle in a minute. So I've just got a few more shout outs. We got who else did we have in? We had Cody. Cody popped in. We got Jedi Master Bricks. Good evening. I think that's it's just those 2 at the moment. So I'm gonna swap out for a little bit.
Oh well. Pleasure.
And I think do we have who taking my place for a bit?
I think
Hop on now briefly.
I think Sean
yeah,
and
yeah.
Brent are going to jump on here.
All right. So am I boogieing? Yeah, I can do that.
Again, happy birthday,
Oh,
Austiff.
thank you.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, and all you folks not here. Come back, come here for next year.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
We'll see you. Yeah.
Sorry,
I'll see you, boys.
Celebrate birthday on Tuesday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Amazing. What's up, Sean?
What's happening, dude?
Any crack? We are still not used to this setup. IRL tech tips, like.
I heard. Hey, we had tech diffs, so I mean, it is what it is.
Only 2 sets of headphones.
It's all right. I'll scream.
What's
going on, boys?
Yo, what is happening? How have you found Brickworld so far this year compared to other years?
It's keeping pace with other ones.
Oh, damn.
No letdowns on my end.
No, I mean, I keep saying it like it's, there's some faces I don't usually hear, but there's a lot of new ones. So it's a different energy, but a good energy.
For sure.
So, it's staying busy.
And as far as the crew, the boys we're running with, year 1, 0, and then it's like 10, 20. I don't know what the actual capacity is this year. We were actually just talking. If there is a down, I wouldn't call it a downside. It's just a byproduct. Brent and I were just talking literally minutes ago about man, I wish there was more time and more ways to sort of spread out and branch out. It's just because now we're getting into the time where there's a lot of hard commitments. It's like events that we're at. Yeah. We can't just tip out. Yeah. Just do whatever like we did the first 3 days. Yeah.
That's because I found it so there's so much going on, and it's like, oh damn, I'm gonna have to just stay up.
Yeah. I mean, that is the answer.
Yeah.
You sleep deprivation.
Yeah. I mean, last night there was that that pop-up garage sale.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's just like,
and that's just the kind of stuff that happens. That's why we say it's the stuff that's not necessarily on the schedule.
Yeah, nothing on the agenda. Even hanging out with everyone too, because I had an idea like you'd stay with the same group of people the whole time. But not every day, but every hour, it's like, oh, hang out with these guys or hang out with them. So instead of like,
I think like what happens is like when we can do like the whole crew events, we can. But then like, for example, we posted that we were going to lunch just now. We didn't get much notice, but it's because we have to get back. It's like,
yeah,
I'm so glad that everybody has enough in common between being the Lego community, our community, whatever, to where it's totally chill for you to pair up with anybody out there, and it's not weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is cool, especially if you're going someplace the first time.
Oh yeah.
And you guys have helped too with like UK and Irish boys traveling across the pond. We're like, I keep saying we're like wandering penguins. Like we're walking in the walls. We're like, where are we going here?
Yeah.
We have to tip everyone.
Well, I mean, that's yeah. Welcome to our world.
You just kept us right, and we really appreciate it too, especially for a first, not just first, but first major Lego convention as well. It is very overwhelming, I find.
Well, I think too. We had a little bit of help on ours, but I don't think not like what were we kind of laying out for everybody.
Yeah,
we're kind of doing stuff we wish maybe was done. Although I like discovering. I don't.
Yeah. The mystery of not knowing the next thing is always always a good time.
Yeah, you guys are all color coordinated.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I said we look like camp counselors,
Yeah.
Camp counselors. With your hats on and all.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing too. Like I was even talking to Cody about like the amount of merch he made, and he said everyone's not just wearing it, but they're not wearing the same T-shirt. They're all wearing different colors. You got your band, your ACOBs, the Austiff. We all wore Austiff T-shirt yesterday for his birthday.
When you work together with it, it's kind of like just like you want real brands or whatever. But you say collected, couple different looks, different colors, mix and match. You see the shorts go with this, but those shorts can go with that too. Or the hats all kind of go. They're black hats with whatever. But yeah, I think it is cool, and I purposefully got a different shirt for every day of the week.
Oh yeah.
I have too many shirts. Like
the half day that I didn't wear an ACOB shirt and I wore something else. Sean liked me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, well, you're not wearing merch today?
I'm like, you're wearing that?
Like, I'm wearing it. I just take that.
Playing on the opposite team. I really did.
Throwing on something else for a half.
No, I called myself. In fairness, I did call myself out.
Yeah.
I was like,
put on your merch.
Is there anything big going on? Whittakee, he's trying to fill it out of
he
everyone.
travels with it, Brett. That's it. Any other plans? We got set release. We'll get a little bit of a break, and the one and only Yardy is coming, and that's a big event. We were saying like ABD afterwards. If people are hungry and are skipping dinner or whatever to go to that, maybe something like that. All roads lead to probably hanging out around here again.
Yeah.
There'll be packs of cards ripped, laps, beers. I mean, it's pretty. It's a standard run. I mean,
Standard run.
trying to find deals on shit. I mean, it's just it's this 7-day cycle of those 4 or 5 things.
Absolutely.
I've been like
He's
conserving-
added the pack rip culture to one of the big 5 things.
Well, I've been the only thing I've picked up is a Lord of the Rings poster, a Padme Amidala fig, or Queen Amidala fig. That's all I bought. I mean, I did buy some sets on the way here, like little clearance finds, but I've been saving my funds for the yard sale.
I'm the same. The only thing I've bought is, well, I say the only thing they do cost a little bit is the Citizen brick and paint mat.
Yeah.
Because they do sell them back home, but they're like a lot more expensive to ship. And
Oh, yeah. That's what I always tell people is get exclusives or stuff you can get here, even if you're in the state, same story. Because like, don't get something you can get at the Lego store. Get something that's here. Like I understand they had a Chicago specific releases.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like do that. Or your whale or whatever. I know people. And Brent's a big in-person buyer, so
I am.
we make some bad decisions to get something in person, but it's okay because it's part of the lore and the memory.
And they play into that too, because Citizen Brick said they were going to do a specific drop on public day, and I'm like,
Nice.
I'm not doing that. You're talking like it's going to be like, I don't know, like a shed full of people trying to get 2 pieces or whatever. Like it's my days.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for the yard. I've conserved some budget for some yard sale set finds.
What's the any advice for a yard sale? I mean, I'm after like
What's your end time?
8:30.
I'm 8:30 too.
Because I'm like, right, I have a feeling that Star Wars is going to be popping. Like,
I mean, just like it's kind of sucks to the later entry time to the yard sale, but even at the very end, like no one sells everything they got.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of
towards the end, sometimes we get the banger deal.
I'll be honest, you get deals right at the front potentially, and at the very, very end because these guys look down and maybe they weren't priced right, or maybe they didn't bring the heat,
Yeah.
And so Brent's done every year. I've done every year. He'll have
Last minute deal.
he'll have 20 sets left, and you can already picture him going like, man, now I got to haul this back to my car. Then I got to put it, I got to put it in a box, put it in my car, take it out of my car, take it. You can watch it play out. Hey man, you're at what was that one deal? You're at 400. I give you 220 or whatever it was for the Dino set.
That's insane.
And he's like, I go, you don't want to deal with all that. Is it cash? I go, yeah. So, it's and they may be funding their trip with it too, So it's like it's so.
I spoke to a few people that are
It
like,
doesn't hurt to offer, especially on stuff that's left. That means like, hey buddy, you tried, but thousands of people ran here and nobody wanted it.
it's a diehard too. Like,
Right.
they'll buy anything, like, and if they're not buying that, then get out of here.
Right. So, but yeah, we gotta bounce because we gotta go set up.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Release party, but
That's at 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Yep. I just want to say, to your audience here, what you guys are doing on the Cool Han channel, and obviously you're a major player on it. Has been nothing short of spectacular to see. Building up your own community is awesome. I think I don't want to speak for Brent, but I know for myself, it's amazing to see sort of some of the Earth Gang roll out and do their own thing, their own brands going. I mean, we've spun off 3 shows or whatever. I don't even know what all we've spun off.
Yeah.
But we meant when we said like we're nobody. We just started doing this thing, and we want everybody to just, if it's something you're passionate about, just cut the mic on and go, improve a little bit each time, and that's all you can do.
I mean, we spend half the time not talking about Lego.
Yeah. Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Much to my chagrin. No, we try to keep it like 50-50 because I think if you go too inside baseball, you're not going to welcome any kind of new audience. That's not
true,
good. We always need new energy, you know. Oh yeah.
No, okay, thank you so much, and not just for helping out, but just being part of the community too. Because I mean, I've been on the online Lego space like since I was 11 back in 2010.
Oh, wow.
You find like different in groups. I think I found the ACOB group in like February of 2023, and it's been nothing short of like tremendous. Like just all the connections. Obviously, like Star Wars was kind of the big thing.
Yeah.
Channel, but like I mean,
Get you through the door.
yeah, and it helped too, man. Like, but no, I would have met Cool Han or Whittakee, my co-host, if it weren't for that. So again, thank you so much, and keeping us entertained at work and on the plane and all around the damn place. Like, but
you guys, keep showing up, and we'll keep making them. And you know, it means a lot to us. Gets me to a flight or work. I mean, we listen to it when we're working. So it's like
yeah.
Brent plays the
I
songs.
replay gang it when I'm doing my 4 a.m. shift. So.
All right, bro. We're gonna roll to that, so we'll be in shape in about an hour. We'll see you in about an hour. So.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right.
Well, there's Cool Han walking up the slowly creeping over.
Yeah, so we're hoping.
That's medicine. Oh, it's a charger. Is that yours?
I need that white one. I can go around front. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'll go around front.
That's no sweat. Oh yeah, this is what it's about. Oh, there's Cool Han slowly taking his time. Like, he couldn't wait to get off the stage, and now he has to come back up. What's up, Joel? Crack man. I have to stop saying crack because I think half the people listening don't know what that means. And it just means like time happening or good time happening. I'm up here by myself too. Chat, please fill up. Oh, look who's coming up now. Maul.
Legendary presence, my friend.
What's up, man? Any
How is
crack?
it going?
Amazing. Stick them headphones on.
Okay.
Oh, CJ. He's a little stocious, I think.
Oh, this is professional.
It's the correct 90. Sorry, Padawan, there is no headphones.
Yeah, I'll freestyle it. It's all good.
Happy days.
Just a little talking on him.
Flex a little bit.
Look at that blue bubble.
That's 6 time kickle.
Yeah. There's more people watching in the front too, which is pretty cool. Like, it's a bit intimidating.
We got a
but,
proper audience.
We do. We got the proper audience in the back.
That's insane. Like,
What's been happening since I'm dying upstairs eating my Chick-fil-A?
I mean, we just went out for breakfast and kind of get them set up. Went for some pancakes and I couldn't finish it all. Like,
Where'd it go?
Huh?
Where'd it go?
There's some place called like the Wildberry.
Oh, that's good.
That's what I speak about. Yeah.
And I could definitely eat a bit of scran right now. Eat a full stack of pancakes. Not a like even the French toast. I could barely finish it. But it wasn't that it was bad. It was just too much. But you've just been slowly recovering. You've got the Coke glasses on. You know.
Not showing out today.
Hey, we got to keep the tradition alive. So far, how many nights is it we've been awake for?
6?
I think it's 6 nights. 6 nights in a row. We haven't gone to bed before like.
Nice early crowd came in on Saturday, stayed at the Quality Inn, had some fun times, and everyone mostly landed Monday, Tuesday, stayed at the Rennie, four-star hotel. All does not belong there. This is too high class for me. We're enjoying it. We are loving it.
No, we landed in on Tuesday, and I felt like we've missed the whole thing because you've been here for it feels like years.
But the thing is, I mean, Brickworld has been one of the best weeks of my life. It just goes by. The only complaint, it goes by way too fast.
I know.
I look at my phone like now it's 2 o'clock. It feels like the day just started. Because we just kind of.
I mean, like I think we went to bed last night around 3 and then woke up at 8. 5 hours sleep and the day's over. 8 a.m. Like fucking half the vendors hadn't even come in yet. People are still snoozing. Whittakee. What's up, man? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
But no, we've been. It's been emotional.
You're going to be tearing up at the airport. I You know, I'm gonna have some tears rolling down. We hit that day. I don't like to say it, but it's already coming up on us too quick.
You know what's happening? I think we just got to keep living in that moment too. I mean, there's still some great things left here. I know the ACOB drop in like an hour time, but also that garage sale or garage sale, as they say.
Garage.
Garage.
We had the good black market garage sale mall. Spent a little too much. CJ spent a little too much, but we'll have to see how today goes at the official yard sale, not the black market. No matter what, I got a good amount of stuff. So if today I don't see anything, I'll be happy.
Good. What are you looking for?
Mostly classic space figs. Maybe more freaks like that Fabulan character. Like he is.
I really wish you were in the illegal garage sale. Were you at the illegal?
That's where I got that freak.
Oh yeah,
that's
right. There was so much talent. Greg bought some space bits from that yard sale.
Did he get them from Gareth? Bought the that gumball machine.
Oh yeah, that's so big.
He just was like, yeah, I didn't intend on doing it. Gareth just started. So Gareth just popped it open, and I was like, it's bad content. Started to build Lego with
Shout out to my boy or my Mrs. Papa Trip, my boy Shreddy, Nimble,
yeah,
my
Nimble.
boy Collector. How's it going?
Nimble, we all wish you could see it.
We try. It's not a furry walking there. What?
Oh, that's a Lego. I saw. No, they had that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. We got the full connect.
Yeah. Oh, what the?
What's it? Is it yours? Is this yours?
He's still slowly filling them out.
I'm giving you.
But hey, what are you looking for at the garage sale, garage sale?
So we're looking for the Maul's bust. That's priority number one, which I think is a 3% chance. There's actually the vendor.
Seal?
Depending. Sealed, I'd have to get a really good deal. Depends on where we play. Pay more market just to have it in person, see everything. I would like to have that box instructions that has
Yep. Yeah.
They have one up there for $2,500. It has the box, but it's open. It's a little. If it was sealed, I was gonna wait maybe till Sunday, drop it $2,000 offer still and see what would happen. But $2,500 for a open one, even with having the box and stuff, it's just not enough.
Yeah, you don't even know if those bags have been opened or anything like that. That's the thing. Like I'm not gassed up or shit on it too much, but the amount of like sets here and the price.
Shit. The vendor side really just going after the tiles and stuff that you just wouldn't spend on an order to ship out.
Yeah,
just a little one or two things here and
I'm
there.
so happy like the stuff I've only got custom stuff, but yeah. Oh, this is the whole Cool Han co-host so far.
This is sick. We got everyone up here.
Nimble could be like here in this blank area, but he's not there.
Nimble right behind me.
Yeah, he's there in spirit. We'll just there's
I don't even think my beard.
That's right.
oh my days.
A little bit. There we go.
T-shirts.
Yeah, there's a lot of band t-shirts. Like I mean,
no, other than the Maul's bust, just some 2005 sets and some more OG P2s that we got 25 last night, 24 last night. Who knows what we'll see there? That's a good time slot, so I'm hoping go in, sweep out, see what we can find with NC as possible.
I'm after. They want to. What the heck?
See you later.
Right. I'm jumping up.
Yeah. See you later, man. They're not going to be able to wear. I'm after the Phase 1 2002 clones because I was talking to someone. They used to be able to get them for £6 or £7 in 2019, but now they're like 20.
Oh yeah, you could find like the clone
original ones with the slit in the face. Oh, shoot!
Get some for 10 stuff like.
Look, guys, we got a furry coming up here. What the? Hello.
We have a new guest.
Put Moto on the screen to show off his lion head. You might need to kind of crouch a little bit, man.
Crouch a little bit slowly.
Oh wow. Meow. I feel so uncomfortable with this. Like, Cool Han, help! Who's in that? Sorry. Oh, damn. Here, pleasure to meet you. This is Moto from Lego Masters
Does
Season
that
2.
not hurt your head with the hat on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just don't look down too much, man. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. That's class. I'm freaking out about who that was there. I was 100% hype or something. Bruh. Maul and Slurpy have a new enemy too, maybe. I don't know. Maul's wondering what he drank last night. Don't we all like? Oh my days! I must catch him without that. But yeah, Moto.
Oh gosh, fine.
You're a dirty bastard.
Oh my gosh. That's later.
Shreddy, Moto cameo was not on my bingo card. Did you say that's for later?
So he was on Lego Masters. That's
Lego Masters. I could hear Lego Masters Season 2.
I know I saw those helmets last night. I think you could actually write like one, but I guess so.
Yeah. Oh, it's Lightning Lord.
What's up,
Otherwise, known as Lightning.
Lightning Lord?
How you guys doing?
We good. How was the experience so far?
Pretty sweet.
Are we feeling good?
Yeah, it's been just under a day I've been here. So that garage so far
Was it? Oh my! I was just talking with the Lightning Lord. It just so condensed, so packed in.
Oh my god! Yeah,
So
that must have been like 75 people there at minimum. I was like, what the hell?
You cannot walk around. You were squeezing by people. Just an adrenaline rush of, oh my gosh, what am I going to find? We got to grab it real quick.
It's a giant bag of unsorted pigs. I was like, holy shit here.
Had a huge, I don't even know how many gallon bag in there full of pigs. You just had people lined up all in the hotel lobby. Very loud, very hot, very condensed. But what a great time. Let's just say Maul got a little lightheaded from all of it. It was a little beat afterwards, but we got really good deals. We got 25 OG P2 clones, a bunch of shock toys, a bunch of normal ones for a good 200. Got a Queen Amidala for 160.
Did you see there's someone over there selling $300?
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking for Salt Grant with 60.
Yeah,
it's like I bought Salt Grant for $50.
The convention, the vendors, we just focusing on that more custom side. For
Exactly.
Me, just getting those little odds and ends tricks, like a good Star Wars plate, the tiles. I bought 60 of those, the original video game tiles. Yeah. Oh yeah. We picked through every single one of them and got at least 60. We're gonna message Tactical Brick.
Brick Tactical.
Yeah, Brick Tactical. We're gonna message him and just send him all the ones we need and hopefully get a good base plate packing. All the tiles lined up.
You said you got 60 and then is that all of them? And then like there's hundreds.
I think it's around 120 to 130.
2x2 tiles with the movie poster, right? What did you get? It was like a 2x2 tile movie poster?
Oh no, like the little circle things from the video game.
The characters.
Oh, characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully just get like the base up, line it up exactly
like they did in the video game.
Exactly.
Classic.
Because I actually made a video, quite a few videos on my YouTube channel, just why I like Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because of that game. Especially those clones, because that were big clones. Those P2s with the cut through visor. Just holds something special in my heart, even though by that time the battle pack came out, wasn't even old enough, I think, to play with them yet. 2008, probably good.
2007, I was 8 at that time.
Good 5-year-old, so we're still on the Duplo level by that time.
Yeah, I was like high school. Is that when the first game came out?
I think
on PS2, right?
The game came out 20 years ago. The game came out 20 years ago, the original one, and then the complete saga came out in 2007 with both of the games combined. But no, I agree, and it's still like 20 years later. That game is still like totally relevant.
Still a classic.
Every couple years, I go to PlayStation. I play Star Wars, some Ratchet and Clank. It's like here we go.
Some Lego Batman.
No, it's always Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars.
I do prefer Indiana Jones.
Oh,
See, I
yes.
never played that one.
Oh,
I picked up Lego Harry Potter, and I was just like, nah, man,
we don't play that. No. Oh yeah, Indiana Jones, Batman, Star Wars. Those were the big three. Batman was no slept on that.
That is a great game.
Indiana Jones as well. That was fun. I need to replay those two. Definitely did the original saga not too long ago. But it's funny, the new video game they did, the new Lego Star Wars one, still didn't compete.
No,
you can't
No.
make it solid. It's like the original Battlefront.
Exactly.
Like running around on the Bespin, like on the top shelf, just killing people.
It was like
rolling through.
because people were like, "Oh my god, the new Star Wars game has a mode where you can." Because obviously, the thing that's so charming is they mumble and grunt,
Yeah,
and there's a mode in the new game to switch it to mumbles and grunts.
that's how it should have been.
But the problem is that they don't match up. The comedy in that game is so dependent on one-liners.
Yes.
So there's no like they mumble. That's no joke. Whereas like in the old game, when he did "I Am Your Father," he took out a photo. Like,
That was funny.
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Like you're missing. But
And the challenge too. I swear, just the original had a little bit of harder level.
The pod race? Is that the was impossible, right?
That was like
That was
another
level.
version of it. Every other version is insane.
Yeah, in the complete saga, they fixed it up. They also fixed gunship cavalry from because it was horrible. Every time you died, I think you restarted that section instead of just spawning back.
Yeah, I remember Pod Racer was difficult as a kid, and that dang Mustafar jumping through the lava, trying to fall in. I would always get it every time as a kid. It took 3 to 4 times to eventually get it. But the new one, I mean, granted, I am 12, 13 years older or whatever, but still, just no challenge. Easy playthrough, not even a little.
A lot of the
puzzle or
games kind of
anything.
just follow that same cookie cutter almost. Like, all right.
You need a challenge, even though I know it's a kid's game, but you still need.
Yeah, kids can do more than that. Like, you know, all that stuff that has more than they're interested in. So
You gotta test the brain too. It can't just be a quick playthrough. They gotta have a little challenge. Something.
you can make easy harder ones.
Exactly.
Freddy says I've still got a couple of the complete saga levels left on the DS version. He's been playing that for what 18 years now. Like, still hasn't finished it. Oh, what a mess.
Sorry, we wish you were here too, my
Yeah.
friend. Yeah, very true. It's gonna go crazy when you
I should have asked Padawan because or all the UK boys. Oh, do you think we'll be back next year? And I want to, but I'm like, I don't do.
Hey, you got to. That's the one time a year you can see them. I know it's a little hard though, especially taking time off vacation, especially across the pond. The huge flight, the huge cost, the big commitment. You had way more of a commitment than we had doing all that.
But it's been and like even though I'm going to bed at like 3 in the morning, I'm like I still need to get every penny I can.
Every cent out of the trip.
So I think tonight because I think all the mocks are set up. So I'm going to go around and film at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, they Saturday.
I can't wait to see
They
that.
do it after, I think, just to make sure everything's set up.
Oh yeah, because there is a lot of people
Still
doing
working
some
late
work.
into the night. Yeah.
And you'll see when you come down to this convention hall 4 a.m. You'll still see people with headphones on, ready to go.
Yeah.
That are locked in like crazy going already.
I walked in here at like we walked in like 2 last night, like 1:30.
Yeah.
People just like someone was doing the water decals over there on the phone helmets.
I'm
It's
like,
a little late to do it. What the fuck up?
Oh,
Hey,
God.
I think that's like an exam, you know, like a school exam. Like I'm revising right up to the last Thursday. Like, yo, bro, you're only starting it now. Give up, you know.
And actually, Nate Rhodes, he showed me the decal process. I know if I were doing it, that'd be, he was just stick on.
Cool Han. Yes, Cool Han. Cool Han's like, no, fuck that. Steady hand, you know. Yeah, as you say.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean, he just, after 100 pages of professionalism, just sticking it on, and it looks like it's printed to me. It just looks so clean.
They do look nice. People do. I just don't have faith I could do it well.
Me neither.
Like,
Oh,
when people are like, "Oh, we do like our soap and water on our Lego steps," like that seems a lot. Just use the brick separator, just click it on there.
That was, he just did it just like that. I know me, it would take me 30 minutes to fig him.
And then I do like this and race it off. It's a little bit tilted. I hate it.
Oh, God.
I'm much a perfectionist for it.
I can't even apply a sticker right. I am not going to put those decals on at all. So what's been the highlight so far? I know you just came in not too long ago. What's been huge highlight? You already,
That fake. Yeah.
That was insane.
I know. I didn't hit that last year because I got here. I'm like,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
This year it was nice. Like when we were walking around here, someone was like, "Unsanctioned stuff or somewhere." I was like, "Oh, where?" I'll be right there.
And it was
not hard to find.
It started off with just like 4 to 5 people, just what was
50 to 80 or more.
I
And
felt like more on stage. That's why I called ours like a punk because we were all just fucking building. He's just building in the middle of it. Yeah. You know, and everyone else. Oh, I was helping him pull the figures out. He was opening bags. He was opening the prize machine to take the figs out. And then like any guys talking about in the ear talking about guys like you, man. This figure is $19. You think you can bring it down to $18.50 and then like you're here wild conversation.
The deals were there though. The one thing, if you're going next year, we got a couple people in the chat going next year. You really just say it. The worst thing they can say is no, and then you come back maybe a little higher and just push it. You'll get a good deal. You can't quit. You can't just give up once. Yeah. So doing that 25 OGP 2 clones, it took a good 25 of them. Yeah. With the black spot for like the black head. Cut through visor.
Oh, nice.
In that battle, the original.
Oh, the original battle pack?
Oh, yeah. Shock.
That was one of my first cars. Actually, not my first, but what? Yeah, I had those still. I had 2 or 3 of them. I still have them at home in like the box of basically.
Gotta display those boys.
I gotta get Star Wars figures. Were they all him, or were like was there 16 white? Oh, or red? So how many did you get?
I think it was about, which was crazy because they're the most expensive ones. I think I got about 10 shocks, 12 shocks, and then probably 8 to 10 plain ones, and 2 pilot ones.
Were they all the same price?
Yeah, or rounded out.
So it's a bundle, like, yeah. They came in the same set. I mean, I figured.
And I think it rounded out to like $8 a fig, which you
that's not bad at all.
Shocks go for 12 to 15 all day.
What's the Star Core? The yellow ones?
There was a surprise. That kind of shocked me. It was just straight shock, Game Boys, and Pilot. That's about it.
Huh.
It's kind of like you usually have those Star Cores in there.
I actually think they're the cooler looking ones. Oh, yeah. They were always used as like the commander.
The original Cody, man, in the tank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Cody was yellow one.
He
close enough.
Orange, yellow, same thing. Tomatoes, tomato.
He dies in the game too. Oh, he gets kicked like previous and he dies. Yeah, or whatever.
That should have been.
Oh my god. Shoot, that's what he gets. This guy collector Empire said something about the UK. Now, I'm not from the UK. Well, I am, but I'm Irish. You know what I mean? Like he said UK accent makes someone sound 24 and 40 at the same time.
Let's just say, collector. The more and more I hang out with Padawan, the more I start speaking. Hey, bro, how's it going, Mike?
How do you say?
That was Aussie.
How do you say the day after Monday? How do you say it now? You sort of mimicking. I don't want to say it. I don't want to influence. You know.
What was it? The day.
You kept saying Tuesday.
Tuesday. Nice beans and tuna. You got to rip on him as much as possible out here.
That's what it's about. Like, I think I thought so much crap. Like, I couldn't forget there's a Lego here.
And next year when Beardy comes in, we're gonna be Aussie that year.
Oh, I do, Rickman.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, him and Tyler are gonna be like Padawan and Austiff.
That's gonna be crazy.
But I don't know if that. Oh, I don't know. Like, I feel like Tyler's gonna get. I don't say never poisoned, but I have a feel like you're gonna drink the like. Seems fair assumption to make.
Yeah, pretty fair. First year coming out.
It's your first year, right? So the regular garage still gets packed like that too.
It does, like sardines. Oh gosh, we're not gonna be in there too long. Then Maul can't handle that.
What time do you have your entry for?
8:20.
I got 8:10.
Man, I'm just happy I didn't get like the 840. And really, it's getting the deals. The more deals at least have been swept through. You really. Which at the end there is a good thing because they don't want to take stuff home.
Yeah,
so you
can
really
miss like the first if you're looking for something, I just snatch it quicker.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's my fear. That was my biggest fear coming in and getting the later time slot is they're just gonna roll in, see the price is already steals, snag them up. We'll really have to see. Which again, too, I won't be mad because we got so much yesterday, and luckily we got paid yesterday. That helped. I got paid yesterday. You did, yeah.
I thought we got paid on Monday. Okay, I'll take it tonight. You say you got paid, but you really said we got paid.
We got paid.
Everyone like that, like when you get money, it's like that's not going to me. That's going to seller number 4 or whatever. You know, like
Exactly.
it's right into their bank account.
We are definitely excited. We got ACOB release party in
basically 45 minutes.
45 minutes. That's going to be a fun time. Get my band, so 2 sets, our little exclusive Tyler Walker set. Oh,
I only got one of them. I'm not going to get the band torso, but it is actually so great seeing so many band pictures.
Oh,
It's funny seeing all the different Matt Black pictures floating around.
we're all united today. The band over
Cool Han
land.
shirts. Yeah,
Cool Han, that's a sick shirt.
and the Austiff one as well, the brick connection. So clean.
Distribution too. Oh,
That might because I remember hearing about the Austiff distribution, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I think the other ones, like, no one say better, but like I prefer them. And then seeing Austiff distribution in person, I'm like, that might be the best one. Like, and the distribution is in the pocket.
oh yeah, the beer pocket, man.
Beer pocket.
I did eventually put more bricks and stuff in, which was nice last night at that yard sale, but we still need to put a big old beer in. That's what it's meant for, but kind of flip the bricks. It's like, hey, exactly.
Yeah.
And luckily, somehow, with me, I didn't store shit. No.
No.
We stay.
I think we're going to rotate the. Yeah. That's 100%.
Nimble, Collector, Timo, Shreddy,
I can't see the chat.
everyone, Ultra, everyone else. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I kind of forgot, but it didn't really matter. But the screen is.
Oh gosh. Yep. So I'll see you boys later.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on here. Good to be with Lightning.
Yeah.
We're gonna swap out.
I'll leave me on my own, right?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just keep talking until Cool Han here or someone else. Yeah. I actually don't know what he wants me to do.
The lights being I know, right? On the stage, my friend.
What is going on? Oh goodness.
Flex a little bit.
Oh, flex. Check 1, 2. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to be on too long because I'm going to be helping Greg and London Calling.
So do we put on the headphones or?
Oaktown, you're gonna have to just deal with it.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't realize.
The third man doesn't get a set of headphones.
That's all right. I won't be here too long, and then you can have my headphones.
This one here. All right, okay. All right, okay, cool. What are we saying? Who's in the house?
Wanted to block your face. So
Okay. 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 Nimble, what's going on? Wish you were here as always.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I wish Nimble was here.
Orchestrating things from behind the camera. He said we can.
Nice. So it's great.
I care.
Great doing it from here.
No. So he has people in the UK running it, and then we're gonna be out like.
I'm just gonna walk around.
Yeah,
and
we're
do
just
like
walking around and doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So not too complicated.
What's your favorite part of what's been going on this week then?
Honestly, I know it sounds cliche, but really just hanging out with everybody.
Yeah.
Meeting everybody. There's a lot of people that I'm seeing now for the second time, and there's tons of other people that I've seen for the first time.
Yep.
You included.
I know.
Oaktown included. So that's really been the best thing. And then obviously the second best would be just like swag.
Yeah.
Swag from like you guys, swag that you could buy. And plus, it's almost like the win in Rome kind of thing. Like we're here to have a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
and I've definitely had a good time.
Oh yeah, me too.
yes, you have.
4 a.m., 5 a.m. nights out, late night runs to food, drinky poos.
No, you've definitely been having a good time, but that's the point.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, why would you be here if you weren't having a good time? So.
That's part of the Brickworld Chicago experience.
Yeah, and it's definitely an experience.
And it's only going to go downhill from here.
I will say the time does fly when you're here. Yeah, I mean, it's Friday now. I feel like I just got here.
I know. 3 days left and we'll be going home. And it's back to the real world.
When are you leaving?
Monday night. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be out here Sunday. I mean, but yeah, it's an extremely good time. It's surreal getting to see people that we've been friends with for a long time, but just haven't met in person. Then of course the mocks.
Oh,
like there's so many great mocks here, but there are some that are just insane, man. I can't believe.
Have you got one that stands out to you?
There's I forgot his name. There's a guy over there that made these science fiction ships, but they're like out of his own imagination.
Oh, yeah.
And like one of them looks kind of like a crescent almost.
Yeah.
Circle. Dude, that stuff blew me away because he didn't have any reference. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like he was like a fan of this and he decided to make that. He just did all that stuff out of his own imagination. So there's been some Pokemon.
The Gyarados.
Dude, oh my gosh.
That Gyarados, bro, is phenomenal.
Just the way they got the curvature and yeah, man, it's solid. I've seen a bunch of mosaics that really stand out. The color palette is amazing. Dude, Lauren's Azkaban, Prison, Artist Which Bricks.
Yes.
Yeah. She's got 200 Dementors on that thing, man.
I mean, it shows there are like 100 dimensions on that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which one do you think mine is? And the hint, you can see it from here.
Which one do I think? What?
My favorite mock in this whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I saw that.
Yeah, Tower of All Time. Straight ahead, up the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite mock.
Yeah, that's what I
It's amazing. Yeah. There's some serious weight into that mock. 200,000 bricks. For me, is all the minifigs on that mock are all genuine. So there's some money in that mock. Like,
dude, not to mention just the mock.
Yeah,
it's insane. All right, I just saw Greg, so I gotta get going.
Cool.
Appreciate you, brother. Oaktown. You can have your headphones now, Oaktown. Thanks for having me on. I will catch up with all of you.
What? Yeah. What I would like to do is move that bloody camera this way. No, have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite mocks in there?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, a lot of those space mocks over there on that corner, not that corner, but over there are very cool. Yeah.
What were you, Garrett? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's like the Ninjago movie. I sat in the back of it and never knew what was going on.
I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it was very dark and gritty, very different from the TV show, but that's not a bad thing at all. Yeah, I think
explain to me a bit of the lore. Where does it fit in within Ninjago?
It fits in after this thing called the merge, which is where all of the different realms merged into one.
Oh, okay.
And then all of the characters are kind of like it's almost like if it was the Snap from Marvel, but like the characters are just all over the place. Not half of them died or anything. Like, you know, they ended up in different parts.
What is that?
There's one on the floor.
Oh, there we go.
Like sir. And it follows Kai and how he was, you know, what he had to go through to find. Well, not necessarily to find his friends, but yeah, like you know, he had to. He found himself in a world of monsters, so he had to fight monsters. And, yeah, mainly fight them.
So you're looking forward to it?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, the old way they did it, or are you looking forward to this new kind of way they're going with it, like the gritty kind of dark?
I mean, well, this is just a spin-off. This is
is it? Yeah. Okay, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know that much about Ninjago.
Yeah.
How are you, Garrett? What's your favorite times about being here so far?
Yeah.
Just getting to meet everybody. I know that's what everybody says, but like that's why I'm here, and it's been great. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning last night talking to people. The underground garage sale last night was crazy.
Crazy, right?
I know he kind of already told the story, but I took the gumball machine and tore it apart, pulled all the things out. I made $100.
You fixed yourself though, right?
Only like 2 or 3, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care about them, so I just like make my money back. You know.
What are you gonna put inside of the balls now?
I thought put some of my Star Wars minifigures in there
Oh.
and make some videos with it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So, yeah.
That does sound like a great concept.
Yeah, just like like have a cutscene and crank the dial, and then one pops out. You kind of talk about it, just something like that. So.
Yeah. And then the one thing which you haven't said yet, the most important thing is
I purchased my my holy grail here. I got Cloud City Boba Fett.
Cloud City Boba Fett. You've now got every single classic Boba Fett.
I do. Well, I guess I'm missing the white one.
Doesn't really count. Doesn't really count. It doesn't really count.
Doesn't really count.
You've
It's
got
just
all
a
the-
polybag.
Yeah,
I got all the heavy hitters.
The second one or the first one?
The older one.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
the
Okay,
classic.
okay, yeah.
And you sold me one of your classic ones.
I did.
And I appreciate that. My first ever classic Boba Fett. But
And I gave one to Slurpy too.
oh yeah, that's that. Hold it up to the camera. The UCS Boba Fett. UCS Boba Fett. It's nice. I've been referencing my blue coat Bilbo. I've been saying this is the UCS Boba Fett of Lord of the Rings.
Where did it come from?
From a DVD. Unexpected Blu-ray.
Is that an outfit that actually works?
No.
Is that an
No.
outfit that actually works?
No, it's more of a like a navy kind of like dark navy kind of color.
Look at that crimson over there. What's up, crimson?
What else? Sir?
So you want the story of Cloud City Boba Fett?
Go on.
So I was talking to Fritz. I was like, I'm here. I brought money. I saved up. I want Cloud City Boba Fett. Do you know anyone here who has one? He's like, I have 2 of them. I was like, well, sweet. And then he's like, I got one that's like damaged, and then one that's really nice. And then he had me go up to his room, and so I went up into Sean's room, and he had popped all the figures out. He's like, here he is. I looked at him. I was like shaking, holding him in my hand. It was crazy. And then like Sean's like laying on his bed as we kick up. Like, I can't believe I'm witnessing this. Cloud City Boba Fett purchase and stuff. And I gave him the cash and got the figure. It's just like, I'll remember it forever. It was crazy.
Awesome. You've done it at Brickworld Chicago. It's done. What's next now? Now you've got the one thing I suppose the white Boba Fett.
Yeah, but I'm not in a huge hurry to get him. The polybag's like $400 sealed, and the figure loose, I think it's like $275 or $300. So it's pretty crazy.
Would you prefer one loose or one sealed? Because I think of displayability wise.
Yeah, I got a Darth Revan from Bricks and Minifigures like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Sealed, $60. And he's like $400 sealed in the bag now. So I opened him. I shouldn't have, but I opened him just because I wanted to have the figure and display it. And I don't regret it because I wasn't never going to sell him. But it's crazy. But I think next, I'm a big Star Wars fan. That's what I had from like up to like 2007, because that's when I started as a child getting Lego. So I kind of have some of the rest of them. So I was going backwards in time, getting some of those ones I missed out on. And but now I've kind of got a good mixture of a lot of them. There's a few I'd still like with the Mosespa Pod Race with Sebulba's chip in it. I really like that one. I like to get that one.
Yes.
But kind of past that, I'm kind of ready to start collecting 2007 Batman.
Oh, okay.
They have like 3 sets over there in the hall, and I'm eyeing them up.
Wait till the garage sales.
They're expensive.
Yeah. Go on, give me. I don't know much about the old Batman, so give me a bit.
For me, it's nostalgic because I played the video game. The video game was a ton of fun, and I used to draw little comics with pen and paper when I was a kid, and make little Batman stories because it was just something I really thought was cool. So anyway, they have a used one over there of the Batcave, and they want $600 for it.
Yeah.
And then they have the set with Joker's helicopter and Batman's Nightwing, and I think that one's $300. And then they have the one with Killer Croc and Batman fighting in the boats. And that one's $175. So it's going to be an expensive adventure, but I'd like to get some of them.
Do you reckon you'll find somebody in the garage sale?
I think so. I'm kind of holding out. My brother wants a 2013 gunship.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's a hero.
Yeah,
The best one.
the best one. So I'm trying. There was one for sale over here. Sean told me about it. I ran over there to buy it. It was gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
So I'm really hoping there's one at the garage sale.
there probably should be. I mean, I want to. Do you have a ticket?
Yeah, I
for the
do.
garage
I
sale?
think I'm an 810. 810 or 820.
I'm an
18 or 20,
I'm an
that's
20
so
guy.
fun.
There we go. A bit more comfortable. I need someone with a camera. I know you do it though.
You can't get that.
Right, touch stuff. But yeah. What are you looking for? Are you looking for anything in the garage sale?
Not necessarily.
No? Just gonna go in there, see what's up. Maybe cut a few deals.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm obviously going in there for Lord of the Rings. That's about it.
Yeah.
Even right. So I've been looking for Lord of the Rings, and guess what I've ended up buying instead? Well, I bought Lord of the Rings, but guess what else I've been buying? Phase 1 Fox, Phase 1 Wolf. There's like 300 just gone.
Yeah.
Now actually I got the Phase 1. I got the Phase 1 Fox, a really good deal. I think I paid 60.
Oh,
60,
Fox and Wolf are legendary.
60 for Fox, 130 for Wolf. Don't tell me, I'm not supposed to. What do you think? Yeah, probably. Right, so we're going to do a full swap now then. So, Ken from Brick Dynasty will be coming on. Tyler, Pockets Master, and Crimson Toaster.
Let's go.
Let's go.
See you guys.
I'll see you guys later.
See you guys later. We'll have all the good news on the garage sale. ACOB set release in 30 minutes.
I'll take it right now.
Yep.
All done.
Hello.
Oh, good. All right. That's
All good, all good.
I think so.
All right.
So how are you?
I'm doing good. So just finished putting my mock together a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, just had to put a few finishing touches on it and get the figs on and everything. So,
Which one is yours?
yeah, it's out there. It's a nice big sand green and gray castle. So I think it's kind of in the way right now, but yeah, it's by that rotating one way over there. So.
Yeah, it's being guarded by the Dementors.
Yeah, I see that big Dementors tower right in the middle there. So yeah,
Good. I think so.
yeah. Rocking and rolling.
So, where are you at? You're
I'm like in the 92. I'm like that. I don't think you can see it right now because
What's our over there? You got some awards sitting on your table? Did I see that right?
That's from other conventions. Not like this. Not like when I walked in for the first. This is my first. No, I don't think. Okay.
My second. My second.
But like when I walked in here, I've never seen him in this space. So I walked in,
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's something to walk in here for the first time and just see everything, especially on a day like today that is very, very busy, right? And this hardly compares to everything we're going to experience in the next couple of days. So I'm gonna get crazy, barely be able to walk. So
I think one of the best parts of this is you can walk down an aisle today and see 6 things you did not see at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
hasn't been that long. It's entirely different.
Yeah, I think I've been busy with a lot of that stuff, and just hanging out, having a good time, and got to do my first rounds today. Just kind of looking at a lot of the marks, actually trying to see everything in the aisle. But yeah, it's that same kind of thing where I went down both of these aisles, and I probably
probably saw in half of what's in there. So
Either of you guys had any issues with people getting a little too close, leaning in? You hear that?
no, nothing too bad yet. So it'll be nice tomorrow. Get the stanchions in place, so they got to keep a little more distance away. But it's a little nice today. At least being mockers ourselves, private attendees, we are at least maybe a little more aware of everything that goes into this, and they'll let us take a little bit closer peek and make sure we're respectful of it. So.
What's next? Just pure enjoyment at this point. No more stress. You guys are all set up. You don't worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
We're stressed as well because now you got more eyes.
Set up. Yesterday. Somewhere. Of course, on the very first day, and give him bro hug, and then he walks away. He's doing something with someone else. I saw him for a couple seconds, because this is my first time, right? So I've never I've seen these people, but it's totally different in person. Like when you see someone.
Yeah, that's something that's really cool here is that most of the people here, especially if it's your first time, you haven't seen them in person. So same thing for both of us, right?
Yep.
Until a couple of days, we've never seen each other in person. So, cool to get a lot of those experiences for sure.
And everybody, well, maybe you don't. I feel that everybody is much taller than expected. There's a lot of that. I feel like one awesome.
Right.
Huge personality.
Oh, yeah. Big heart.
Yep.
Awesome guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, what do you think about your first time, just overall? Is this your first Lego convention?
Well, I've been with the smaller ones. We
Smaller
did
ones, yes.
Brick convention.
I've gone to a couple brick conventions.
And those are if you don't know anything, they're fun events. You still get to meet some cool people. You get to see some good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a couple hours.
It's definitely not the same.
No.
It's definitely not the same.
And then you come here and you walk in the doors on the far side and you just see
Yes. Yeah.
what is going on. More people, it's
Right, so this is working, just a little test. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me okay?
What if you knows?
I can fucking hear. Can you hear me?
Is that the view we're looking for?
So you can't hear me at all? All right, brilliant.
No audio?
All right. Chat, how we doing here?
Oh, Shreddy, what's up?
I can hear. All right. And then it ran away. All right. Let's see if we get another surprise appearance there.
Yeah, we'll see. He might pop in or out here. Gotcha.
Hey, do you want a mic?
Padawan, do you want a mic?
Want a mic for your? Do you want a mic for your phone? Do you want a microphone for your phone? Yeah.
We all good? Can you hear me?
Everybody's saying yes.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
All right, right on.
Got it.
All right, no, we'll try on range.
We'll see if we hear from him in a bit. So.
Yeah. You would think with technology, distance wouldn't matter all that much.
Right. But hey, we have a lot of people probably trying to connect here. So especially tomorrow, the Wi-Fi goes dead in this place. So yeah, there's just too many people trying to use it. So
Well, something like this where everybody is a streamer these days.
well, just everybody has a phone. So
Well, I saw it on the brick, and I saw like whatnot. They were.
You saw Beyond the Brick?
Yeah, I saw them. They were like around like the center-ish area. I saw them.
yeah, they're right over there now. So
There they are.
looks like they're doing their compilation of all the builds. So it takes a lot to fit all that stuff in for sure. So, and it's like hours long. So
They're very recognizable.
yeah.
Around forever.
Yeah, forever. I mean, I think they're probably up there with, probably some of the channels that a lot of us saw, ages ago, right? They've been around forever, recognizable for, all they do and they go to so many places. I mean, it's not just conventions. They go to people's houses just to check out some crazy stuff that can never be moved. So.
Yeah, we gotta walk out in the top.
Yeah, right.
I'm scared they're older than me.
I think so.
Yeah, they got those shirts that put
Right.
Which is actually fairly brilliant.
Yeah.
You can find them from across the room.
Yeah, that's right.
Know the different space. So you can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows what they're doing. They got a mission to accomplish. So.
Yeah. All right. I think we'll do the wrap.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Everyone, it has been fun. We will see you soon. There's going to be many, many cameras upstairs for the ACOB release party. So we will see all you there.
Gonna be a good time.
Check in with you. Bye, folks. Do this again. How do you? All right.
Well, you're off.
When you're in.
I'm taking over this stream, boys. Taking it over. All right. I'm the Cool Han Luke host. Ooh, let me turn that down. All right, boys. I'm taking over the stream. We're Cool Han Luke. Anyone puts anything in the chat, it's getting read instantly. So how's my chat doing? We got 10 people in here. Hopefully I know Shreddy, Nimble still up in here, Ultra. Kennedy, come up here with me. Join me in the stream, my friend. Join me in the stream.
I didn't know I was over here.
I just hopped up here. No one's on here. I'm taking control.
All right.
So, boys, welcome to my show.
Welcome to your show.
This is my show, Cool Han Luke Bricks. I am the star-studded here. Maulsvengeance. We're taking control. Is Nate hopping on?
Yeah, Nate's gonna hop on too.
Here, I'll hop out.
And the show's over.
Host this one.
Oh, here's making another here.
No, you can get the mic. No, Nate, you
Right on.
Oh yeah. All right. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we're going through. Oh, I got the headset on. Yeah, thanks for having us on the show.
All right. There it is. Nice. Up nose shot. Best way.
Oh,
I'm on. Oh gosh, I'm on. All right.
You're here with us.
So I'm walking around the convention hall. I'm walking around the convention hall.
I think we're gonna be calling about that.
GNN. Okay.
Okay, we're
All
not
right.
live yet. No, we're live right now.
I'll go live. All right.
Live.
walking around the convention.
Yeah.
How do I
I think
flip the
Justin's
camera? I
gonna
can't
be
even
walking
hear them.
through, and we're gonna be commenting on the mocks. Is that what's happening?
All right.
Ready. More, and then settings.
All right.
Camera, and then you. There we go. Right there. And I can have the.
I can hear him.
Like go full screen. Oh gosh, that's upside down. I can have that. I'm fine.
No, not Maul. No, I can hear the mic. Not Maul. Yep. All right. What's up, everyone in the chat? We got Shreddy.
Shred Nation.
Shred Nation, Shredster, Eddington, all the names. Oh, okay. So you see there we have this massive. So we're going to be looking at the builds here at Brickworld Chicago. This is I don't know what building this is. I don't know if it's like a made-up building or a real one. Okay, he's going through. We have a massive castle.
Sorry, boys, I can't hear you.
Always popular thing to build.
Absolutely.
I can't hear him.
Oh, we got his feet.
Oh, we got some beats. A little bit of flooring.
You want me to mute the mic?
Oh, yeah.
Maulsvengeance.
Can't ask much more.
Whoa, that's a big old wang, Freddie says. Yep,
Yeah.
that was a plus size wang. Yeah, some might say a little tad girthy. Another castle building. Jeez.
So it sounds like he's over at the front.
Yes.
Currently working his way over.
Yeah.
Right to left.
Yeah, it's going to
This particular castle.
Yeah. Honestly, all the stuff on the left side has definitely been less looked at since we're like all of our stuff is on this right middle. So it's gonna be kind of cool to look through and see what's out there. Do what now?
You guys have stayed very busy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, it's been a great time. Been an absolutely great time. Oh, I think we lose his feed. It's okay. Yeah, we think we lost Justin. That's all right.
That's all right.
We got 11 viewers, 12 viewers watching.
Oh,
right now.
yeah. Who do we got in the who do we on the
Nibble Saucepan. What's up, bro? Papa Rex.
Papa Rex. Yeah.
Is Papa Rex here?
Yeah, he was here this morning. He might be among us.
Oh,
out and about. Among us. Out and about.
That's an old one.
Oh yeah.
Shout out 2020.
Amen. Yeah.
So I guess we were brought in here to talk about some little mock segment.
Okay.
For Cool Han.
How do you feel you guys are doing?
Well, I got my mock all set up, ready to go. I'm Battle of a Bar mock, 100% ready. So right now we're just chilling. I know tomorrow's the public day, so hopefully everyone will enjoy it. Check it out. But there's been some really, really cool builds here that have definitely inspired me. There's I don't know if Justin's still walking around there. He's back. He's back in action. I think he's checking the vendors, but in particular, I don't know if Justin will get it, but there's this indoor build that actually has the ATSC look like it's walking through, and like the speeder bikes go in a circle when they do the speeder bike chase through the forest, and the details on it are super nice. And I thought that was something I ever done is like movement in mocks at all. So like, I just want to try something like that. That's like
the design or like the park features that we're looking at, and talking to the creators how they did it. That's one of the benefits, I think, being able to have those genuine conversations. You don't have to do back and forth text. You can just like have a genuine conversation right there in the moment, and just having them get enthusiastic about their builds. It's super cool. Anyone that hasn't,
there it is. Justin was talking about it. Yeah. At least he's frozen a bit, but you saw the walk. Yeah. You can see the ATSC's actually like his legs are moving. I don't think the speeder bikes are feeling right now, but you see that. You don't think it was super large scale to make anything like a good build, or like, I gotta take that into my own account.
Next to looks, man. Okay, we can scale these things down. It's all good.
You can still have a small build and it still be like fantastic and probably one of the best builds out here.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, it's like when you build smaller, you have to be super. I don't know, like picky, or you have to really nail down that particular aspect of the build. Because the details, whatever your gimmick is, like that was mostly with that indoor build. They're going for that ATSD. They probably started with ATSD in the middle there, got that movement, and then
work their way around.
Yeah. I think what are we looking through? I think Justin is now going through. Is this the collab build? It is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is Lego Men 360s and Behind the Bricks and mine are collab. It's mainly their build. I added just a little bit to it. They've been putting in all the work, and they've been doing a great job. And then Nate from Nate have been putting a lot of work behind the scenes with them.
Just doing a little decaling. Nothing crazy. Just here to support the boys.
Putting in the work.
Yeah.
No, but they've made a really cool clean base over there. It is massive. It's a massive.
Oh yeah. Check it out.
You see it right over there.
What did they say? 10 to 12 feet.
Yeah,
it might have been a slight.
I think maybe I was supposed to build a little bigger as well. I didn't get a chance to build as big as I wanted to help out the collab, but they did a great job. They like that. They were the focal point of the build. It's based off of Tales, which is like an animation for a fan-made animation. I thought it was pretty cool. It's not based off anything like canon and Star Wars.
From here because
12 square feet. You know what is big and that is tall? There's a there's the terrain piece. That's what I worked on there. My little 2 base plate build, just to add a little something. I got some trees on there that they made. And there's Cole's. Oh yeah, what's that thing called again?
Oh yeah, it's man.
No, we're fumbling.
My lore, my knowledge. I just know it's a Bone War show,
Yes.
and it's something like that. There, and they took down the Slurpy, so I'm pretty sure.
Did some of the finest camera work in all the games here. This is incredible.
Unmatched.
Oh yeah. I guess you can hear us.
Oh no. Yeah.
There's our big UCS. UCS was that Sebulba's pod racer?
Oh, the pod racers.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Sebulba.
Yeah, I feel like if Lego made a UCS version, that would definitely be on the scale to build it at. Oh, this is this is at Empire Lug. This is my lug, and this is Rick Boy J's collaboration for the 20th anniversary of the Sith, and obviously it's anything they do one. Get it out, kind of doing that silly little like swing where they like hit each other once.
Nice.
And then we have there's a custom Arc 170. That's a beefy girthy boy. I think that's the Brickworld model, or whoever the crate is.
Got some heft to it. Yeah.
Of course, you got a little Nightfall March.
Okay. Gotta have Nightfall.
Yeah. And then this is my good buddy, Forever Lego Studios, Hunter. This is a Battle of Utah, which I did last year, and then he decided to do it this year for the 20th anniversary. And has some really cool, unique buildings. A better built, like he did one of the same buildings I built last year. I think he did it much better. He did it much better. But I definitely like. He has a really cool custom ship.
Cool. And it's also cool to see, like, even though you had your own version, these guys everyone's got their own style and interpretation of it, and they all come out great, man. So,
yeah,
really cool to see.
You see this right here? That is on the screen. It's the invisible hand.
Yep.
It's
the control bridge. I was talking to the gentleman that was building that. He had it completely down from scratch. He showed me a picture of what it looked like completed, and I've been geeking out, waiting to see this. So I'll just have to go check that out in person here soon.
I think Alex was the creator.
Alex,
Yes, he has been working all night on that.
Oh yeah, he's been grinding.
It is one of the coolest builds. Like it's super unique.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen something like that.
No, because usually we see like acclimator bridges, bridges. Now you're seeing like the actual like CIS spread line. Definitely like that. Love to see it.
100%. Oh, we got a it's a brick built
boy.
helmet.
Yeah.
Put it on, Maul. I'm just kidding. Do that. Okay. I'm super tight. Maybe scrolling over. Let's see here.
Some sizable varieties.
Okay. All right. I think that might be it for all the mock. Oh, there's my mock there,
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way. But that might be it for the mock talk. I think Cool Han is going to come in and wrap this thing up.
All right. Hey,
Let's do
have
it.
a good one. Take care, y'all.
All right.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm assuming you're going to ACOB. Yeah. So you're free to go.
Oh, no, I think
I'll be here.
thanks for having us. Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Should I burn Keith and I have the headphone?
Step two. But this cable is very short.
Oh, got it. Right in the middle.
Okay, bear with us a second, viewers. Just going to swap over. Do you want to go up to ACOB now?
Wow.
Yeah, so you can close that off now if you want. You can stop that now if you want. And then I'm going to interview these guys because they're not going. And then once you get up there, and it starts, clock in, and we'll just silent for you. The only problem is yours didn't come through with any audio. I don't know why. We ain't got time to work it out. So, but Padawan's was working fine earlier. So just maybe you do visual, he does visual and audio. If you're comfortable with it, if you want to enjoy it, you enjoy it. Okay. Thank you. All right. So these guys will make me get my glasses on. Why is this wire so short? Look at this wire here. Am I in the, have I got them in the wrong ear?
You're right.
So left.
Left is a second.
Yeah.
Unless it's different.
This guy got jokes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was wondering why Slurpy was so close to the mic. He was like this the whole time. Now I know
like
why.
you're hanging yourself over there.
Yeah, and it's brushing against my beard and giving you guys some.
Check 1 2.
Okay, so guys, we're currently joined by two very good friends of mine from the community. These guys are kind of like the ballers of the Instagram community. I'm going to let them introduce themselves because I'm at the point now where I've said the word brick in someone's name so many times that I end up saying like something like that instead. So, and I'm fumbling my words. But look, these two guys are guys I've gotten to know and been sort of friends with virtually. You could really call that friends, but it's friends to me, family. So, and the great thing about these guys is, and this sounds kind of awful, but these guys aren't go into the ACOB drop, which means I get to interview them feeling like I'm holding them away from something. So these guys are kind of savings for me. I thought I was going to be here too. But we are going to be doing guys who are live for ACOB drops. We will get kind of interrupted at some point. So I've told these guys they may get kind of cut off, but we'll try and fill up as much as we can between now and then. So over to you guys. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, where you're from, your Brickworld experience.
Yep. So hi, I'm Keith, Brick Together, Click Together. I am from Pittsburgh. I'm part of the Steel City Lug. Mav and I here, we host a podcast called Hidden Bricks on Mondays and Fridays. We both kind of got into Instagram at the same times. Likes aligned, and so we decided to join together to start creating a community. So I really enjoyed that time with Mav. Obviously came across Cool Han and everything he does. Fantastic person. His likes and outlook aligns with ours too, so it's really nice to join up with people. But first time experience for Brickworld for me. It's, I'm gonna say overwhelming. I know you weren't overwhelmed, but a little overwhelming trying to like talk to different people and see everything. It's like you don't want to miss out. But overall, I've been having a blast so far. So definitely recommend it. If you haven't been here or not able to be here, I definitely recommend trying to get here. In the future.
Yeah. Back to me. Yes, hi everybody. I'm Mav, Mav Bricks on Instagram, and it's pretty much summed up everything with what we do. Brickworld has been fantastic so far, and I think I'm not overwhelmed, but I feel like I am going to miss out on
certain builds and mods. Like I'm gonna be looking back and being like, wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
over there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I mean, it's really been an awesome experience, and I'm looking forward to continuing into the weekend.
No, I agree. It's funny because we talked to several people when we were here. We got here last night, so we saw like the beginning stages of builds. Quan, you were here, for a few days before, and it's really neat to see how builds grow from how they start and then where they are now to where they'll be by tomorrow when the public is here. So,
100%.
Attention, conventioneers. There is 1 more hour left.
PSA. Half a PSA. We just got half of a PSA. There's 1 more hour left of the.
Of the 1 more hour of the. Well,
Yeah, so there's 1 more. So in case you didn't know, guys, there's 1 more hour left of the, and yeah, interesting to know. So we're gonna get into. Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Of the silent auction. Remember all the way. Yet goes to
Charity.
charity.
Thank you. Okay. So, so you guys have got. I know you may have mentioned it while you were doing your kind of gambits, but you're both new to Brickworld, right? So
Yes.
You've got an entire panel here of Brickworld noobs. And what I got to say, right, and this is quite surprising, is that almost, I would say about 40 to 50% of people I've spoken to are new to Brickworld, the Brickworld experience, this one specifically. And that was quite surprising to me because I almost thought it was like, right, apart from a little bit of UK representation, we're the only people who've never been before. So I know I reached out to you guys, and, for the last maybe 6 or 7 months, I've been like, every conversation, even to Brickworld. And I know people have probably asked you that about 3 or 4 times before it finally sunk in that, yeah, you are actually going. But when asking those people, I didn't necessarily say, is it your first time? And of course, I found that information out closer to the time. So it's such an accommodating community. And I don't think like I've been treated differently by anybody, whether they're here for the last, 17 years, or, it's their first time. And look, anybody out there in the chat, especially in the sort of the Cool Han chat, knows that I'm about community. The show is about community, and I try to surround myself with people who are only about community. But this is a real life representation of this. If ever I've seen one, without sounding awful, it's kind of easy to be nice to people online. No, it's similarly very easy to be awful to people online, but when it's in person, you can hide behind anything. So my belief was I was going to come here and I was going to see these bigger creators who people know, and they're going to be kind of a bit stuck up or a bit like, I'm not talking to you, I'm going to followers or that kind of thing. And you guys know what I mean out there about that kind of thing. But I haven't seen that at all, to the point where I went into Brad, and I know who he is, and he came up and introduced himself to me and kind of sort of told me who he was. Like, yeah, I know who you are. You're supposed to not know who I am. Kind of thing. It's also been quite. I mean, I know you guys have just studied. You just got it. This isn't really a flex, but it's quite a nice feeling and a humbling feeling when sort of people approach me and being like, "Hi, I'm so and so." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you. Can we get one of your goodie bags or whatever it is?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know who I am?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm not saying it's hundreds of people, maybe 5 people over the course of the last few days. But it's nice to have people approach you and be like, "Hey, I like your stuff, and you're cool, aren't you?" And that kind of thing. And it's like, wow, I've made it, Mom. I've made it. But no, it is a humbling experience. But again, the point I'm trying to make is people out here who've been doing this for years, and they do it to a much higher degree. And they post something from Brickworld, and it's thousands upon thousands of followers, but they are no different to the guy who started it's while on these walls. And that's been my experience. Hopefully that'll be your experience. But yeah, we're going to be joined shortly by the guys from the ACOB, like I said. So we're just going to keep this running as we go. But I do want to do a quick shout out to an up and coming YouTube star. Now, if you want, you're better off. So the guy I'm talking about is a guy called Brickbear. Is it the Brickbear?
Just Brickbear. Yeah.
Just Brickbear. No, there's no the. Okay, so check him out on YouTube, Instagram as well. Or?
No, he's just YouTube.
Just YouTube. So this fabulous young fellow is Keith's son. Are we doing a name?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll let you
Okay.
talk about it, and then I'll do the joke.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So my son Bryce, we do this thing called Family Build Sunday on my Instagram channel, and so he's obviously there. And Cool Han showed up for some of the family builds, and sometimes what we like to do is we like to have the kids tell jokes, and so Bryce will tell jokes. We have a couple other families that join the live, and they share jokes with us. And Bryce kind of took the lead with the joke telling. Matt's been there for him too. And it's funny, he's created his own YouTube page. Again, Brick Bear. I don't remember the numbers, so if you're really interested, let me know via Instagram. I can give you his YouTube account. But Cool Han asked before I came to Brickworld, he said, "Can you get Bryce to make a joke for me and autograph it?" And Bryce did just that. And so he has it in front of him, and he wants to share it with you.
I did, yeah. So it's so weird not just holding this up to this camera.
Yeah.
So I'm holding this up, and those guys aren't going to see anything except for like lockout of light. So it does actually say open here. So he's made like a nice little envelope and everything for me, which I think is fantastic. So this guy, these jokes are legendary. So guys in the chat, if you know the answer, what kind of lion doesn't roar? Anybody? What kind of lion doesn't roar? This is legendary. The creativity. So we've made it so that I have to flip it to get the answer. So question, joke, and then punchline. So anybody in the chat? I'm just realizing I don't think I think ACOB are doing a live show from there as well. So some of our viewers may have jumped across, which is fine. It happens. But they will be watching this on playback. Yep. So I can't get the answer for the joke, but I'm going to tell you guys. So what kind of lion doesn't roar? The answer is a dandelion.
And that's the kind of humor we get on Family Build Sundays. Nice, clean, family-friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Humor.
Absolutely.
So,
I can't promise that here, but Nimble's put a emoji, which I can't really see from here. So it doesn't really help wearing sunglasses when you're trying to look at a screen indoors.
They look cool.
But yeah.
I mean, you are not you unless you have the sunglasses.
Yeah,
we have to give you a Snickers.
I didn't even recognize you when you came in. I was like,
who is this guy?
You flipped the sunglasses. I'm like, oh,
there he is.
There he is.
The sacrifices you make for fashion, guys. But look, so just quickly, one thing so you guys, did you have a chance to plug the channel? Your own channels?
I don't think we have.
I can talk about it briefly, like we do there together. But so talk to me a little bit about what your like underlying kind of goal is with the shows that you do. Because you do like a few shows a week, right? You're like the hardest working guy on Instagram. The hardest working guy on Instagram. I'm like every week posting like I'm doing this, and this. I'm struggling to do one show a week. But what's your kind of? I know it's community, right? I know you're going to say community. But aside from that, what's the goal? What did you set out to do when you created the channel and these regular shows? I think.
All right. So when I started my page, it was just the community and getting to know people in the hobby. That was one of the first people I came across, and I run a series called Bricks and Beyond, where I interview members of the Lego community, trying to get to know them, give them the spotlight so people can actually know them as a person rather than just an Instagram person, a YouTube person. And so Matt was one of the very first people I had on my show, and he and I just, it's cliche, we just clicked. And then we came together, and we have come up with so it's a podcast on Mondays. It's called The Hidden Bricks. And it literally is a community building podcast. We share Lego news, upcoming news. We have discussions, anything from talking about upcoming sets or even random stuff like I think of some of the
we talked about pre-Brickworld for us and what we were expecting. It's also the podcast / YouTube live. So we just basically convert that into a podcast. If you're not able to watch, you can listen.
You've got a great voice presentation. Oh, man. I mean, I think I sound okay. I know people. Yours is just, you're born to do this. It's just so, just watching you talk then, it's just like, maybe it's because you're not as overwhelmed as we are. But yeah, You've always got a natural flair for this thing, but no, look. So I got a question, right? And I didn't even think to ask you this before. Did you guys meet before? Meet here?
This is a running joke.
This is the first time we met. We met yesterday for the first time.
Wow.
We have a video as well of the first interaction. People have actually asked us. So you do this podcast, you've never met, right? No. So what happens if you meet and you don't like each other? What's the response we give?
I gotta suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah. So I guess is that currently happening? You just don't know about it?
No.
Sucking it up right now?
No,
or?
what you see on our podcast, on our lives, is what you're getting here.
Yeah.
Like we were just, I felt like we're kind of just born to kind of just do this and be friends and a lot of other friends that we've met over the course of this, and it's just amazing. And you are absolutely spot on with how everybody is very like accepting, and it just flows naturally. Like there's not one person that you meet that you can't have an open conversation and just feel like it's just natural.
Well, it's funny you say that because that quite nicely segues into what we're going to talk about next. But I will briefly say that it was very similar with us. So there's three main co-hosts who kind of started this show. I had met one of the co-hosts briefly at a Brick convention last year, but apart from that, the three of us had never. So we met Slurpy for the first time we got here. But in terms of the other co-hosts, so there's 8 of us in total who kind of, come on and off the show and help and run things, and nobody had met anybody. The only 2 people who'd met out of all 8 people were myself and Whittakee briefly. But apart from that, it was just, and obviously, the dynamic for you two was probably a bit more pressured because there isn't anybody else to mix in with, so it's like,
it's all or nothing.
But surprisingly, I think with us, we were in the same boat where we just kind of gel. It does help when you get to know each other in a less pressured environment. You get to know each other, you get to connect. And of course, the main sort of underpinning of any relationship is always going to be what you like, what you're into, your lifestyle, and that already is in place for you to be able to do the show together. You can talk about the way you feel.
Yeah.
So I guess, apart from that, like, what else is there to get used to? Apart from maybe if one of you snores perhaps a bit too much and that kind of thing. But thankfully it's only for a few days. So by the time you get sick of each other, you're goodbye again. So do you guys have any plans to meet up again? Anything else between now and maybe next week?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna meet up because I'm gonna probably drive the 9 hours.
Wow.
It's only 9 hours away.
Only 9 hours, guys. That's more than my flight across the Atlantic. So
it's a 9-hour drive. If I was flying, it'd probably take what? An hour?
Yeah, probably.
That's a long time to sit in the car.
Yeah.
You must love each other that much.
Well, see, we kind of have an issue. So I have some Lego sets. That he's
I have a
interested in.
backlog at his house.
And so I don't charge him to store them at my house. So he needs to come get them.
Right. That makes sense.
And it's the same way. So
Yes.
there's sets that are at my house.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to mention this too.
It was a good job you did get on with each other then, because otherwise they'd be like, right, I'm snapping on your set.
Yeah.
Or I'm keeping it.
Yeah. Well, so I just want to point that out to anybody watching. Anybody that we've seen is who they are.
Yes.
So what you see on Instagram or YouTube, we're not pretending to be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We are what we are, and that is portrayed by everybody we've met so far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's incredible that it's such a big community, and you would think maybe getting nervous that people might not be who they are on social media. We have not come across it. So kudos to our community for that.
No, absolutely. So the other thing I was going to say is you were talking about how people are, and I'm just going to give a shout out to the mock builders out there. Obviously, I can't speak for them because I haven't met them all, but those guys. I mean, if you're here selling products, there's a slightly different process because you're trying to think, you're trying to, run the business effectively. So, whereas the rest of this hobby, there's no money being exchanged, there's no stock to worry about. So, and I've noticed that because you chat to the people who do these mocks, the conversation, they come out behind the table. They're not just kind of behind a wall. They come out behind the table. They chat. We were chatting to a guy over there, and we just complimented his marketing from around the table. We ended up finding out who he was, background, his job, where he lives, paths about the place he lives. Same with us, with him. There's like 3 of us and this guy. And the guys in this chat will never guess what his mock was, because you'd think instantly with that kind of level of information that was exchanged, it must have been a Star Wars guy, right? Wrong. It was, and I can't even remember the name of the thing. What's this elephant thing?
Oh, Fabuland.
So it was a Fabuland mock, and we spent an hour talking to this guy about a Fabuland mock. Like who are primarily Star Wars fans, because it wasn't about theme, it's about his commitment to it, his love for and passion for it, which could translate to anything, and the fact that how much time he spent on it, how he worked around his job, and how he overcame certain things with his build. And I was just probably the most interesting conversation I've had with a stranger in my life.
Yeah.
And for it to last an hour, talk about Fabuland, which I've got almost no experience in whatsoever, and that is the epitome of what we have here. Sadly, we can't spin this camera around. This camera you guys are looking from is one of those small digital cameras where if we had control of it, we can kind of spin it around and it shows you the whole hole. Sadly, ACOB took our wings a little bit and they let us use this setup if we were, as long as we didn't move it. And also the camera is controlled from a different laptop, which we have. So this one's controlled by, as you guys can see, shout out to the I was doing a fantastic job of blending this equipment, some equipment, and helping us. But yeah, nobody's clocked in from this thing. So one of 2 things has happened. Either they've got there and realized it's being broadcast from another channel, which case great, because the guys will get to see it either after this or another time. Or B, they've just gotten so excited that they've completely forgotten about me. Which is also
possible.
Which is possible and also fine. But so shout out to General Tron and Nimble still holding it down. Crimson Toaster. Crimson, are you upstairs? Right, Crimson, you're upstairs, right? I know you're here. This makes it a little bit easy for me. And I really want a favor from you, Crimson. Can you see if you can find any of the co-hosts, Padawan or Austiff, and you just ask them if they're going to pitch in and do a, because I don't want to be sitting here like, I mean, these good guys can stay with me as long as they like, but they got things they probably want to do today as well. So just ask them if they're, yo, it's Brad. Brad, do you remember me from Rochester last year? Wait, what? Crimson Toaster, you were here like half an hour ago. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, if you can let me know, so I can reach out to those guys. I mean, I've got my phone. It's not great entertaining to look at my phone.
We didn't come for anything but to see you. Yes. Just so you know, that's the only reason we came here, because you said this could be maybe a one. I mean, we're gonna try to fix this, but you said this could be a one-shot thing. So we don't approve of that. So we're gonna have to figure out how to
fund Cool Han
Yes,
for next year. We're gonna do that.
We're gonna
do a raise charity to fund Cool Han to be here next year.
Yeah, the charity is my wallet essentially. But
are we allowed to shout out what's going on in August there?
Next August, yeah.
Next August?
Absolutely. They all know.
Oh, they all. I figured they did, but for somebody checking in, I mean, the budget has to take a hit because someone decided to pop the question. So
yes,
that brings a lot of expenses.
And a shout out to my fiancée Kirsty, who's been extremely supportive, full stop, of my entire life,
which is amazing.
At least since she's known, but she's very supportive of this kind of whole thing. Coming to Brickworld, going on a holiday without her, even though between us we haven't had a holiday for a couple of years. Not sort of rolling her eyes when I decide I want to order some tiles and some minifigs and some beard pieces, and not that she kind of tally what I'm spending, but it's like we're saving for a wedding. And I'm like, right, I'm just going to drop like sort of £30 on some beard pieces. It's like, and I let her know, but it's like extremely supportive. Yeah, so Kirsty, love you. Can't wait for us to get married next year. And thanks for letting me, or not letting me, thanks for supporting me, being able to come and enjoy this life-changing experience. And of course, getting to meet all these people as well. So if it wasn't for the huge distance, I now would have some guests who would come to the wedding, as opposed to the current zero that I've got.
I don't know. We could
all my friends are virtual friends. So.
Oh, that's what we could do. We could live stream it.
That would be
Are you going to live stream the wedding?
We weren't planning to, but
I think you should.
You can live stream the wedding, yeah, and then you can have
if you need some hosts. If you need some hosts, I know you got your crew, but we'd be offered to help from
Oh,
over
that,
here.
that would be interesting. And Kirsty would be watching this at some point. I mean, what time is it there? It's going to be like
You're what, 8-ish, 7-ish, 8-ish,
yeah. So it's
9-ish.
3:20. So it would be 9. So I'd like to say she's watching, but she hasn't said anything in the chat for a while. And by now, she's usually like, "Why are you telling people I've let you come?" And she hates it when I say that because that's not the case. But when you're in a relationship, you're in an engagement, you know you're saving for a while. It isn't really about let, but that's how you see it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's a support of what the other person wants to do. So, but no. So, what have you guys got planned for the next days?
Well, if you know us, we don't plan anything.
Yes.
We just I don't know. I call it like a recon style. That, like, we don't know. We didn't know what to expect in the world. But we knew we couldn't do everything. So let's just come here, see what it's about, meet the people that we've interacted with, see other people's passion for which is a big thing with us. We always have passion in this community, so that's how we represent it. This is the passion, see the mock builders, and, just kind of do what we can do.
Yep. So that sounds like the place where I went wrong because I decided to come for the first time and probably the last time and do everything and live stream and set up all these different things. I spoke to a young lady who's local and she's part of the community. Shout out to Amy. I know you guys in the chat know who she is, but we decided we wanted to do this kind of harebrained scheme of doing like a snack wars thing. So regularly on our show, we do snack wars. We just show off some whatever, some random thing. Kirsty, shout out again to Kirsty. I think when we had May the 4th, she made like TIE fighters out of like cheese and crackers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nice. And things like that. You have to go back and check it out. But and that was quite fun, and the guys thought that was great. So we decided to do it here. But it was more like there's a YouTube channel that does it with celebrities where we have UK versus US foods and snacks. So I bought a bunch of stuff. Again, shout out to Kirsty. She actually did most of the purchasing and the research to find out that this isn't available in the US.
Yep.
And then we found like a version of it, or the closest version of it for the US.
Okay.
That's as far as we've got.
Yeah.
I haven't planned the stream. I don't know when it's going to happen. Amy said she's going to pop on and do it for me. We haven't lined up anybody to do the taste test, although I don't think that's going to be a problem. But we're going to have some American guys tasting the US food, the UK food and vice versa. And we're just going to kind of do a rating scheme. But I've had all this idea just kind of rocking in my head, but I've put nothing on paper. So I have no clue how it's going to happen. But we are going to try and do it in some way, shape, or form. It'll work out.
Can I jump in real quick on that?
Really?
So I'm just going to mention this. A girl that's in our, I should say a girl, a woman. I don't know. I guess a woman, girl. I don't know what I'm. Anyways, she's one of our friends in our close circle. She's actually from the UK. Oh, okay. She made it over here today. I'm with Laura, Missy B Works. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Oh, you were chatting with her earlier, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was from the UK. Though.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So we exchanged sig figs, and when we were exchanging sig figs, we were like, "Why don't we do just that, a food swap?" So I sent some candy, and which I think you guys don't like. We call licorice candy. I don't know if you guys call licorice candy.
We do have licorice, but it's not called licorice candy. But
yeah. Okay. Well,
like
so
the black stuff. Right?
Yeah. Well, no, it was different flavors, like green apple, strawberry, like all this kind of stuff.
We don't have that now.
So I sent her that, and these things called pretzel. It's like pretzels that are flat.
Oh.
And they're like chips.
Okay.
And then she sent me, I can't remember the names, and there's like 2 types of candies, shortbread. And she brought shortbread, Percy pigs. Is that what they're called? Percy pigs. Shout out to Percy pigs.
Shout out to Percy pigs. Yes, that is a staple in most people's diet in the UK.
So I'm excited to try these Percy pigs because I've never tried a Percy pig.
Well, actually, one of the things I brought across was Percy pig, and I thought, well, one bag might not be enough if I know the guys, so I'll bring 2. So I actually brought the standard Percy pigs, and when you go, it used to be just Percy pig, bag of foods. Now you go into Marks and Spencer's, which is a kind of like slightly classier clothes. They do food and stuff as well, slightly classier, but not like not high end. Somewhere in between. And you go to the Percy pig section, there's about 18 Percy pigs. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, so which one am I choosing? So I decided to go for the rainbow Percy pig. So hopefully I don't need to say why, but I will. June is Pride Month, which is celebrated across the world. I know some countries do things slightly different. Where I'm from in Wales, or particularly my town, they do their Pride event in July. But generally, June as soon as possible. So try and tie that in. I'm glad you mentioned the Percy Pigs because I might have forgotten about that until the Percy Pigs came out. So just, you know, we're a community of acceptance. That doesn't just go to where you're from, how old you are, how long you've been in the Lego community followers. It's also about, you know, open arms to anybody, whatever their background, whatever their choices in life are, sexual orientation, male, female, whatever it might be. So, so that's probably the closest I can get to representing Pride. Who are we calling?
That's her right there.
All right, I do know her. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the girl who was with you sat when you guys were stood in a circle earlier.
No.
I recognize her.
We're talking about Percy Pig.
Right? Percy Pig.
Percy Pigs.
Percy Pigs.
They brought Percy Pigs.
I've got Percy Pigs as well. Do you want to come and say hello? We're live streaming.
Say hi. So we got on the topic about foods, and I said that you brought Percy Pigs. Who else?
Do you know who else I brought? Also from Marks and Spencer. I brought the mini Colin the Caterpillars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Colin the Caterpillars. So they're like little chocolate, essentially little chocolate. I didn't bring the sweets, no, because I wanted a variety of things. Well, I just thought Percy Pig is more iconic, right? And the Colin the Caterpillar is essentially a cake. They do have a Colin stuff now, but I think you can even get like birds and soft and stuff. But generally, it's basically a chocolate roll. You can get a full size one like this, and at the end you've got like a chocolate head, and you've got teeth. It's great. It's amazing. They are very cool. Do you want to say hello and do a shout out? The end mic is probably the best one because is there another chair there?
Yeah, I can scooch down.
Yeah, just throw that stuff kind of behind. Oh, they'll do. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
So that microphone is a bit more because there's no headphones attached. That one's a bit more.
Okay, I'll sit here.
So now we got the two Americans here. Wales,
sandwich between two Brits. So you come this way just a bit because you're slightly off screen.
No, hold on. I'll get closer to Mav.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're all in.
You good?
Yeah. You are in picture. I can't tell you about sound. So Shreddy, you're out there. Let me know how the sound is. So do you want to just say a quick hello, introduce yourself, tell us where you. I'm interested to know where you're from in the UK. And the camera is there. The green ring is.
Oh, yeah.
The camera's there.
From Malvern. You know Malvern?
North Wales, right? Then no.
No.
I know this water comes from Malvern, right?
Yeah.
Right, that much I know. I assumed it was North Wales, but really? Okay, so whereabouts is it in the UK?
Birmingham.
I do know Birmingham, the centre of the country.
About an hour.
Right, okay. No. Right, okay. Because you haven't got the full Peaky Blinders accent.
What is happening? What is happening here?
North of London, but I thought, sorry, I meant, are you north of Birmingham, though?
I don't know.
Right, okay. Okay, so I'm from South Wales. Do you know? Well,
I was in Newport the other day.
okay, I worked at Brick Convention in Newport recently. It was fantastic. They got a job. Whereabouts in Newport did you go?
I went to Passport.
Oh, yeah, passport office. Yeah. Well, there's a huge, it's probably about the size of, I'd say it's not, about the size of maybe two of those panels down there on the far wall. A huge steel red dragon outside this convention center. It was like, I spent more time taking photos of that than I did in the convention, but it was.
Which shout out to your flag. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
It's a shame they can't see it. I mean, people probably know
well,
it by now. But
yeah, so if I get rid of this banner, I know you guys can't see this, but if I get rid of this scrolling banner, you can just you can see one eye. There he is, just peeking. See him?
Peekaboo.
But yeah, so it's like, do I want more people to know what we're doing, or do I want my flag to be able to see us? That's the choice. Tough choice. So, do you want to talk a little bit about your channel, Instagram, YouTube, just Instagram?
Yeah.
Because I've seen you on Instagram. I know I follow you.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you follow me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, calling you out there.
All right. Now is the chance. But tell us a little bit about your Instagram channel. What do you kind of cover? What's your interest?
So it's about Lego.
Right. Okay. So what are your current interests within Lego? As in, like, what do you buy?
I do like
Harry Potter. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of venturing.
Okay.
Yeah, Disney. I'm
Absolutely. Shout out to Disney. Shout out to Harry Potter as well. I mean, you can find it all here.
Well, that means Star Wars too. Star Wars.
That is Disney. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a valid point.
Have you ever bought a Star Wars set? Oh. Well, hey, in fairness, I've never bought a Harry Potter set, so you know, the divide thickens. But no, the great thing about Harry Potter, Disney, there's lots of different kind of Lego subcategories, whatever. But in terms of IPs, Harry Potter and Disney, you ain't gonna have any problem finding mocks and things to purchase for those two because they're two of the biggest, I would say. Have you seen any mocks? When did you arrive?
probably about 2 hours ago.
Really? Okay, so we're noobs, and you're very, very noobs.
Very new.
All four, yeah.
Yeah.
Very,
So
very
we got a
new.
panel of
Fresh to the
noobs.
get.
A panel of noobs, in case you hadn't noticed. But so have you had a chance to see any mocks at all?
You made it like
Pull the mic slightly closer to the mic.
Shooting to the castles, and that's about it so far.
Right. Okay.
I've been looking at them for ages. But
So-
yeah, I haven't been further yet.
Have you branched into not building yourself?
No, no.
Is the way you said no, I kind of answer my next question. Is that
Okay.
something you could ever do?
Maybe. I don't know.
You'd be surprised how quickly it starts sort of creeping. I was chatting to a guy earlier about these mechs that are just opposite. I see. I know. Sorry, the guys watching at home can't see. But I find myself whenever I'm trying to do a mock, I start. Well, I'm going to do a ship. It ends up being right. I'm going to try and do like a current Star Wars currency. It ends up being. I just, for whatever reason, I kind of gravitate back towards mech. But I've embraced that now, and whenever I find buy pieces, order pieces, it's kind of ball joints, that kind of thing. But you will find that as you kind of establish yourself, and I say that as if I've been around for years. That's not the case at all. But as you establish yourself and you start surrounding yourself with this kind of stuff, you're like, well, you know what? I could give that a go.
Yeah.
And I encourage you to do so because it is like opening another extension to the
I'm
world.
kind
Like,
of scared. A little bit scared.
yeah.
Then when you get into it, well,
It becomes another sort of
Yeah.
thing that you can. Yeah, absolutely. But I do find myself now buying that set because
okay,
and replacing that with buying parts to
Instead,
make something.
yeah.
When you discover a website called Brickworld, you also know Brickworld, right?
I have
Did-
been looking.
yeah, there's no going back from there.
I've seen one with that friend's bed and breakfast set.
Oh yeah,
That
we
I
talked about that.
really
Yep.
So a good starting point for Mark for me, and this is just my humble opinion, is go on to Rebrickable, find the set that you own, and you can look at the set and they'll give you alternate builds. What it does is it gives you something you can build from that set that is, in some cases, completely different. So you might buy, let's say, the Harry Potter Weasley's house, and there might be something in there to buy like, I don't know, to make like a
UTS, right?
caravan,
Yeah.
for example. It might even be Harry Potter for an alternate build using those pieces. In most cases, you can download those instructions for free and just build it using. If you're one of those people who like to take a set of bath, take a bath, rebuild something else. That's a great middle ground. Next step would be to find someone else's mock on there, in which case you have to order parts or find a few part in. And then from doing that, then you start being like, well, I can come up with something myself. So there is a kind of avenue to it. It isn't just go from buying sets that I've just suddenly created.
Yeah, you kind of got to unlock it.
Absolutely. And it's not for everybody. Some people have tried it and just been like, this is not for me, and moved on. But like me, for example, I've took that avenue. It's worked for me really well. And I'm at the point now where I'm kind of building a few things. And just like everything in life, started off things, finished. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. How about you guys? You guys mock build at all?
I've only done a couple of like small mocks in my city. So
How about you, Keith? Are you a mock builder or are you?
So I ventured in recently mock building. Actually, off screen, I got my mock builder partner right over there.
Oh, okay.
Josh, say wave hi. That's my partner. So we have built a version of a baseball stadium by us called Fancy Park, and we have a whole scene that we built. And the baseball team actually saw it at our event, and they have invited our log to come and display at the stadium pretty much whenever we want. Like we can pick an event, we can come and display. And right now we're building a replica of a tunnel, like a there's a tunnel. We're building a big mock of that. It's about 2.5 feet by 3 feet right now. So
wow.
It's going to be massive. So I was not a mock builder until earlier this year, last year. So I mean, we're not great, but I think we do okay.
Okay. So this is where I'm going to cut you guys off because finally, and I do apologize. I know I said in advance, but we finally got somebody.
No.
Pitching in front, and you guys aren't going to hear it. You might hear it. You're not going to hear anything. Not what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You might be able to see it. But look, if you guys want to stay, you're more welcome to stay because I've got nobody else lined up here. If you want to go and enjoy the convention, don't feel tied down. Thank you for your time. Thanks for letting us know. You want to do some quick plugs from now, and then I'm going to pull somebody else. Oh, he's gone again. No, do some quick plugs, guys, and we'll go from there. But this end mic is the chat saying that it's still a little bit quiet, so we need to keep it down. And you just need to talk.
You gotta go right to it.
Okay.
Yeah, talk. I imagine there's a bubble around there. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I had somebody in the chat. Let me just try and put him back in because he left.
Are we on? We're on. We're on. Okay.
No. Yeah, it's still there. Somebody was waiting for me.
Are we on? Are we on? Can you hear me? How about now? Oh, you're disappearing. All right, go get your person.
Oh, the caterpillar sounds great.
Yeah. You said you brought
You have to come along to the whenever I decide to
him.
you have to come along to the snack wars.
All right.
Excuse me.
I'm just going to try and get Padawan line back up because he did just jump in.
Yeah.
Ready for you. Hello.
Give him a second.
Feel this a sec, guys. You guys are free to talk anyway.
I'm talking.
Oh, we're on again. Okay.
We're on again. We're on.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay, here, picture time.
Picture time.
Okay. All right, so
Well, let me fix that for you, buddy.
thanks.
There you go.
It seems like I'm an amateur.
No, this isn't.
All right, so now all the builds that we've seen here, I know everybody hasn't, unfortunately, maybe not had the opportunity to see them. What's been some of your favorite builds that you've seen so far?
That's a.
I know, loaded question.
That's a loaded question right there. I'm just gonna state all builds I have seen are just amazing.
Yes.
And it's just the imagination and like the passion that everyone puts into these mocks is just mind blowing.
Yeah. Yep, no, I agree.
There's a couple of castles that were really, really, really well done, especially the one towards the right. And then the Pirate Cove.
Yeah. Yep.
That was we don't know. Have you seen that Pirate Cove scene? Cool. The big pirate set up with the.
It's like a big mountain and there's caves and all kinds of stuff.
I saw the huge mountain. I didn't realize it was pirate base.
Yeah,
I thought
it's-
it was mountain climbers on the one I was looking at.
Yeah,
Maybe
There's
there's
a couple
two mountains.
There's a couple mountains, but there's one
So
that's called
I'd say
Pirates.
no then because I've been again over. I'm looking at things and like, oh my
Oh,
god.
you got to check that out because it even has cannon sounds. Sound with
Yeah.
lights. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I gave everybody a wide berth when I first got here. They were either setting up and or they were happy to chat. That was late at night. So you can come down here at like 3 a.m.
Oh, we were here till like 1.
Yeah, so the whole thing is like 24 hours. I don't know if the guys in the chat know that. So I came down here, I think, at like 3 a.m. one night. And there was only a few guys still around doing them. But it felt like everything was either finished or we were very busy. And the guys we have spoken to have been very accommodating, like I mentioned earlier. I've just kind of thought, I'm just going to leave it till everything's finished and then go and do it. The only problem is that I'll be doing that with the public at this point. So one of our guys is going to go around and film and video everything. We're going to incorporate that into the channel. That might, I mean, obviously I've seen all the times, but the table seems to be changing so swiftly. I can't keep up. But I will say there's a shout out to that. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but that Barad-dûr they've got up there, which is about 7 foot tall. Have you seen that one?
The one, yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
The one behind the curtains.
Oh, that's Tower Old Tank, right?
Yeah, Tower Old Tank.
Yeah, right.
With
Okay.
the orcs.
Right.
There is
okay.
a Barad-dûr over there.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, it was definitely. Was it Barad-dûr?
The real tall one?
The real tall one.
Because Tower Old Tank's got 4 points. Barad-dûr's got 2 points, right? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the one I saw was 4 points. So maybe 2 points. So maybe I'm looking at a different mock. Either way, massive mocks, and I'm like, where the hell do you stand or something like that? And I don't even want to know the cost of the pieces. But yeah, because I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Again, it didn't make any difference when I was talking about Fabuland. But if I went over there and started talking to the guy about that, he starts talking about like Lord of the Rings, I'd be like, I've no clue, you've lost me. But yeah, do absolutely respect it. But so what was it when you guys were talking about the pirate one? So when it comes to the light show at the end, will that be one to watch?
Yeah, that's. Well, we haven't seen it.
But
It's
some of
all
these
lights.
have got no lights at all.
There's all lights on it. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's going to be the one that
Wow.
lit up.
I
too.
actually got a special shirt for that. I got from
Got a special
Steel City log I'm in. I had the guy from my log. He made me a shirt with glow in the dark logo.
Wow.
So I should be glowing as I walk.
Oh yeah,
So,
I wanted. Hyde was on earlier. I don't know if you guys know Brickworld. So he was on earlier. We went to breakfast this morning together. Completely forgot to ask him if he was going to show off his lightsaber. Now because mine's packed away, I've tempted not to do it, not to bring it out for the lights thing because you've got to screw it all together and it's quite complicated. And I'd have to undo all that to fly it home. But for the sake of the show, I wanted to get him on to show it. The product, fantastic product. It's the Lego hilt.
Okay.
But obviously blown up.
Yeah.
And there's some real weight to it. And it's a proper battle saber. So the color changing, it goes for all the colors, got all the sound, you have General Grievous, Count Dooku, you can go through everything. And I mean, it was a hefty bit, I'll say, but it's a fantastic product, one of the best products. So normally I come to, obviously I haven't been here before, but I come to things like this, I kind of reserve my money and I'll be like, oh, maybe later. But with that, I was like, no, like that meme, take my money. It was like, so this guy was kind of demonstrating it, and he's trying to sell me on it. I'm like, I've already said I want one. Yeah. You don't need to sell me on anything else. I want one.
He's trying to sell you too.
Yeah. Thankfully, I got the last silver hilted one.
Okay.
After that, they only had black and gold. Now, obviously, they probably had something before, but this was like the second day we got here. I think he did say the silver one. So I like to think that I got something that's a little bit more exclusive than anything else here, which just adds to it. Fantastic. But that's a fantastic product. And it's sad really that because we had a setup earlier where people were going around trying to film things, we couldn't get the audio right, unfortunately. So people watching could only see, couldn't hear. But I guess that's enough. But it would be great to be able to film that light show. It's apparently to be fantastic. I don't know how it works for health and safety. Those, however long it is, where there's absolutely no lights or no lighting in the room. So that'd be interesting to see. But yeah, I'm going to try and spend some time on looking at them off. But as a backup, Slurpy, one of the co-hosts, is planning to go around. He's got a proper digital camera. He's going to go around and sort of film, photograph everything, and then over the course of the next couple of shows, we're going to sort of break it down and show some bits and pieces. So for me, if all else fails, I'll get to see them all digitally at some point in the future. But I'll definitely take some time to come around. I'd love.
Will you keep the glasses on?
Yes.
When the lights go out?
I was just going to ask that.
Yeah, that's
a great question.
That's definitely going to be a health and safety issue. I mean, it is almost now because with these lights as well in your face, I do need them, but it just kind of creates a blind spot for everything in between.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's have a look what they're saying in the chat. Yeah, so people are saying hello from upstairs.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
hello there upstairs. So I'm trying to get somebody. The guys I've seen them a couple of times, but by the time I've realised they're there, so I've given you guys a nod to be like, right, we're going to get cut off. They've gone again.
They go away.
So it's probably exactly like I said, and there's so much going on at there, and they're so excited, which is a shame because I've missed it. But
you can just admit that you just wanted us to be with you this whole time.
Well, look, how do you guys feel? And this is a huge favor you can how do you guys feel about holding the floor down here for a bit so I pop up there? Fine. Are you comfortable with that? Yeah. So Mrs. CPA is here. So she's representing the people who kind of own. Sure. But obviously, if you change your mind, you can go stay till I come back. Okay. So there. No. And if you've got guys who want to come up and entertain our viewers, okay, by all means do so. But have the guest on the last one. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna flip over to
Yeah. So are you going to run the stream from here? Okay. So guys, I'm going to hand over to Keith. I'm not going to be gone long. I just want to kind of find out what's going on up there. Touch base with a couple of guys and see if I can get them to show something from that stream. And I know some guys have already clicked over there, so I think they are live streaming up there as well. But yeah, so I'm going to quickly clock off. I'm going to disappear, run up there, see what's going on, then I'll be back. But in the meantime, the illustrious Mav and the gorgeous Keith are going to be running the show for us. And yeah, keep them on their toes, guys. Ask them some questions, and hopefully they'll be able to answer any questions you might have. At the very least,
I'll be here.
Do a great job of looking as handsome as me.
Give me the glasses.
I don't think I can. I don't.
The glasses don't come with the roll, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
Okay. The problem with these is that you've got
to extend my neck.
The bar is so short. Yep. You don't get yourself. Yep. Yeah, does anybody want to pull out to it then?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, take your time.
Do whatever you need to do. We got the floor for you.
Attention, please.
Oh, hold on.
There's
PSA.
24 minutes left of the auction. Remember this. Thank you.
We good? Okay. All right, guys. How's everybody doing today? All right, PSA is over. So we are first timers here, as Cool Han had mentioned. Sorry, hold on one second.
Both
PSA.
races start at 4 o'clock in the pool. Want to see those close? So it's a lot of fun.
Races. Okay. All right. So yeah. So we are here first time. Mav and I. It's been an amazing experience so far. Mav, you just want to talk about how we kind of got into wanting to come here to Brickworld? Because I know it's been in the making for a while.
Yeah, it definitely did. And it's been on our heads probably ever since we got into
pretty much
our channels and stuff. We always said that we wanted to do convention and really like.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Brickworld.
Yep.
And it was all talk for a while until February, where we're like, we're gonna do it. We logged on together and we booked our tickets.
We waited though. We waited a little bit. We kept talking about it.
We did. we still did it in the same month, and it was still pre-sale.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and I'll just shout that out too. I mean, doing the pre-sale, it was so worth it to me. And now that I've been here, getting that early access, it's kind of almost invaluable that you get to come here and you get to watch these amazing creators start from scratch. I mean, the builds are what they are, but having to get to see them build, essentially put their builds together, it's just incredible. We were here last night for about 2.5, 3 hours, getting to see some of these people starting from the bottom. Now we're here seeing them almost finished.
Yes.
And then tomorrow the public will come in and they'll get to see the end product.
Which it's a cool experience to actually see the progression of what's getting set up, completed, different tasks that they have to do to get it ready for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And that's something you and I have actually talked about on some of our live streams over on the Hidden Bricks, is we as Lego fans, especially for the set side of things, we see the end product a lot. And if you're not a MOC builder, you might not really understand or appreciate the time and work that goes into building these MOCs. And it's truly incredible to actually watch the process of people building these. I mean, it's the number of pieces, the number of sections, like how they got everything here is just a story in itself. So watching them live build is just, it's mind blowing.
And then some of them, I was hoping we'd got to see it more.
Yeah.
Like some of the bigger builds.
Oh, we have a special guest here.
Who's that guy?
We have a special guest. Oh, there he is. It's Cool Han. There we go. I didn't know who you were for a second.
Okay.
You want your headphones back?
Yep. Okay, so I just made aware that somebody else is now booked in. They were originally, so I didn't know someone was booked in for 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Which means 2 things. One, I can get a break, but also I can say thank you to you guys, and you get as well.
We're honored that you gave us this opportunity.
Absolutely. So we're going to close the show, close it down.
Do you want your headphones?
Well, yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, here.
So
Yep.
Switch. It's like hockey.
I appreciate that. So basically, what happened, it was free till whenever. And then at some point in between, somebody else is taking up the next slot, which is at 4 o'clock. So, which I've just been made aware of. So, guys, we're being booted off the stage, which is unfair. We've been here long enough, and it's now booked for 4 o'clock for somebody else, and that somebody else is Austiff. Brick Connection. The fabulous Brick Connection. So a lot of the people in the chat here are obviously Brick Connection fans as well. So therefore, hop on over to Brick Connection as soon as we close the show, and Austiff will be. I'll be palming off to Austiff. Big thanks and shout out to the wonderful man and the illustrious Keith. Brick together, click together. Go and check them out on Instagram. The Kangs of Instagram, and yeah, and this is us, guys. Thanks from Brickworld. Thanks from the Cool Han Luke Show and all the hosts and everybody we've managed to get on in such a short space of time. And we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully, Snack Wars will be coming to you live from Brickworld on Sunday. But keep an eye on Instagram, and we'll let you know there. And in the meantime, we'll play you out. This is going to be really interesting because we won't hear the music, but it will be playing. We got on music. Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody. Good night. God bless. I hope that's talking shit, spitballing and busting your balls. We all love Star Wars, the uniting cause, but as long as you love Lego, it ain't breaking no laws. So I assume that's playing. Everybody in the chat, if it is, you can hear me. So if you can hear me, it's not playing. Either way, live from Brickworld, being Cool Han.